welcome to my Minecraft Fortnite Among Us. I'm nervous. Wait, no, double tap. You cannot do that yet. No scuff. Did not happen. You saw nothing. Soon, we'll get there. Anyway, welcome everyone. Welcome to my stream. Today we're gonna have a very special guest over, but not yet. We have to wait a minute. Let me remove that. Yeah. I just thought I would say hi to everyone first. Wow, who's that? Yeah, mystery special guest. Who could it be? Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. It could be anyone. Could be you. Could be me. Hello, Sylvie. Hello, Mary Squid. Hello. Let us do some hellos real fast. We have to wait. Yeah, we have to wait. It is a mystery. Yeah, I'm the guest. Surprise. Surprise. This is not in the title. Nothing, no. Just don't read. Did I say you could read? I don't think so. Who gave you the ability to read? Oh yeah, I wanna state any resubs, bits, anything. I will read all of that tomorrow. Yes. Not tomorrow, I'm not streaming. Day after tomorrow. Next stream. So, do not think I'm ignoring you. Just want to focus everything on our total mystery special guest. But anyway. Hello Moto, hello Fortune, hello Puri Rura, hello Surreal, hello Name and Loose, hello Heroes of Veil. Hello, Flawed Intellect, hello Ninja TV, hello Mr. Person Guy, hello Disgruntled Heron, hello Lukey Luke, hello David Wolf, hello Slime Ball, hello He For Me Baby, hello Niara, hello, hello Mintoki, hello Guy577, hello Silent One, hello Brattstorm, hello Joe Place, hello Aegis Maldo, hello ID0017 Ravenheart. Hello He For Me Baby. Hello ASDSFK. Hello The Fantas 2 Mars. I'm very scuffed and I'm sorry. Hello Jem Warboraski. Hello Entropy. I forgot how to speak. I'm so sorry. Hello, Dutch Boy. Hello, Taco Dog. No scamming. I would never scam you. Hello, Misaku Kuendo. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hello, Faye Channel. Hello, Verdi Birdie. Hello, Kitos. Hello, Full Lizik. Hello, Oliver Leo. Hello, Modern Sky. Hello, ASGSFK. Hello, Tsuki. Hello, Hit For Me Baby. Hello, Derek Evans. Hello, Quicksilver. Hello, Nanamus. Hello, Slimeball. Hello, Zaffarin. Hello, Sure Orange. Hello, Hiroto. Hello, Himwoody. Hello, Koala. Hello, Monobully. Hello, Orc Mob. Hello, Revoku. Hello, Hi People. The Vesinas. Hello, Mouse in the House 420. Hello, Nina. Hello, Nina Solitude. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Hackle Shinobi. Hello, Remnant Advent. Hello, Guy and Rally. Hello, Maudie in the Sky. Hello, Big Dong Daddy Dom. Hello, Scorpion. Hello, Sindice. Hello, HXC Zenny. Hello, Brims. Hello, Dylan Limbo. Hello, Rookman. Hello, Epic Gamerman Guy. Hello, Alex the Pirate. Hello, Reaper Heart. Hello, Adolf Ass. Like donkeys, right? Call Shadow Hookland. Call Shadow Curious. Hello, Mike Lynn. Hello, Tsuki. Hello, Mr. Fuis. Hello, Shondo. Hello, Bobo Festu. Hello, Costamp. Hello, Oliver GIW. Hello, Dutch Boy. Hello, LP Meter. Hello, Marvel. Hello, Rookman. Hello, Definitely Choo Choo. Hello, Seek VTK. Hello, Hentai Gaming. Hello, Monobully. Hello, everyone. Okay, hello. I think I cannot say any more hellos or I'll explode. Seeing lots of new names today. Did you come for our top secret special guest? Do not worry. She will be here very soon. She's like teleporting or something, I don't know. I gotta sip my water real quick. Wait, no! Don't do the command! No! No! No, it's a secret! It's a secret, don't do it. Don't do it. No, you're spoiling everything. No! No! Yeah, I tweeted about it. No, I would never. The title, no. No, we got quick tins of gas. Yeah, okay, looking for new gas for stream. Previous collab partner could not make it. Looking for new one. Looking for new collabby. Your dots. Okay, good enough. Maybe we can like put a wig on you and give you like one of those booby bras that has like big things in. Yeah. That's how you make Nina. You just have to be Dutch, and then you just have to have a wig on. Some very nice eyes. Is being Dutch that bad? I don't actually know very much about Dutch people. Maybe we should ask our special guest. I actually have some very distant family who live in Netherlands, and they're on the side of the family that disowned me. Coincidentally, God Shadow, there's new people here. Why are you talking about your family that disowned you? Stop. Yeah, it's you. Nina disowned me. She thinks she can get away with that. That's funny, isn't it? Anyway. Yeah, posting on main. Sad posting on main. Yeah, the entirety of the Dutch disowned me. I was disowned by the entire I was about to say company. I always do that. I always try and say, can I have your Snapchat? Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can have it. Take it. Take it right now. No, you didn't take it? Oh, looks like you lost your opportunity. Let us in, Matthew XYZ. Okay. Alright, I think that we're almost ready for the special guest to arrive. Oh. What was that? A mysterious... Okay! Calm down, mysterious guest. You don't have to knock so across. Okay, I go get. Be right back. Wow. Who could it be?
Wow, it's invisible. Wow,
Yeah,
invisible guest.
wow, no guest gone.
No guest. Who this?
Oh, she's using a magical girl spell.
Hello, it's totally not nina.tv/Nina.
It's not
Oh,
you. You're not.
no,
Who is this?
it's my alter ego. No, a mustaches tickle. I don't want to wear one.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, hello everyone. I am totally mysterious.
Oh, they're patting you. I gave the
I'm
ability.
getting patted.
Yes.
Ooh, I never get patted.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's going in the right place too.
Yeah. You want to be careful with them. They like to. They'll do this for a while. I think we just have to wait it out.
Do they have to pay like double points then, or?
No, it's like half price. They're getting a great deal.
Oh, they're getting a good deal then, yeah.
Yeah, two for the price of one.
Lucky you, lucky you, lucky you. Oh, they can't stop. They can't stop.
No,
Oh,
they'll keep going.
In. Oh, I'm just
You're
joining the
patting
party.
yourself.
Well, I'm hoping this one goes to you, not me, but
It went to yourself. Yeah, just let them get it out of their system, and then we can resume. They'll run out of points eventually.
I know. I have enough for about 36 head pats, I think.
That's a lot of head pats.
We can go for a bit. We can go for a bit. Oh, I'm gonna go bald, guys, if you keep this up.
Yeah, you get used to it. Your skull slowly erodes over time, and then it stops hurting. Then it doesn't hurt anymore.
I'll finally have the streamer look, you know, like the concave head.
Yeah, that's how you know you're a VTuber.
Yeah, that's how you know.
VTubers don't have brains.
Yeah, we don't need them.
No, we don't.
We have you guys to think for us, right? Yeah, you guys do the heavy lifting. We just giggle. We're cute. What else do we do?
Make noises.
We make noises.
Breathe.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You wanna introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, I probably should do that. I've never been on your stream before. Yeah, right. I kind of feel like I have been because we've been, you know, watching stuff all the time.
It feels weird. It feels weird. It feels like we should have done this like 10 years ago, but we didn't.
Yeah, we should have. But now we are, so it's all good. Let me TLDR myself real quick. I'm Nina. I am a magical girl. Currently just wearing regular clothes, sort of. You'll have to believe me. I also stream. I do a lot of variety stuff. I also sing occasionally, and
She's very good.
I think Sean is also very cute.
No, you.
Keep patting her. Keep patting her.
No, they have to stop or we cannot have a conversation.
Put all your points. Put all your points in there. Come on, guys. Show your love. Come on, show your love.
I think that this is some kind of backwards strategy, and you just want the head pats. It's a scheme. I don't believe it.
Oh, you guys are too cute.
They're very cute. You're scamming them though. We call this a head pat scam in these parts. They keep doing it till they have no points, and then they're like, "Where are my points?" Surprise Pikachu face.
I know, right? Yeah,
Where
I
did
have
they
people.
go?
I have a redeem called Absolutely Nothing for 50,000, and I have people that use it all the time, and they're like, "Wait, nothing happened."
Nothing
And I'm
happened.
like, "It's in the name, my friend."
It's a flex.
Oh, get some every time.
Gotta ask everyone, is the volume okay? Everything sound good? We good?
Let us know. Let us know
Yes,
if it's
yes.
too quiet or too loud. I don't want to be too loud either.
Very big Nina, here to yell into everyone's ears. That's the
Yes.
goal.
I always feel so bad for, you know, when I'm streaming, and I normally talk not that loud, but when
Yeah.
I'm yelling or
Yeah.
screaming and fear, it's like 200 decibel. Saving all my power just to do that, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, can't remember if I ever heard you like squeak.
Oh, yes, that happens. You don't want to watch me play a horror game. It's ear torture. You will go deaf. You do not want to watch that. You also do not want to watch me play any sort of rage-inducing game like Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah, Dark Souls is horribly rage-inducing, I agree.
I'm a screamer. I am. Oh god, and I can scream very loud and very high, and nobody wants to hear that. Yeah, if your ears are not bleeding, something is wrong.
No, I'm fairly sure they want to hear that, though. So don't hold back.
Okay, not with you, I would never. I think I've only heard you shout once or twice, though. It is very rare. Only during horror, also.
Yeah, me too. I get startled really easily, too, so can't help it. Destroying your ears very lovingly, though.
Yes, that's the goal. Full of love. I gotta say, though, we do have to watch. If everyone did not know, we watch horror movies or just silly movies, bad movies off stream, usually about once a week on Mondays. It's become Nina Day, and Monday went from like my least favorite day for no good reason because I'm a full-time NEET, but still, you know, everyone hates Monday. You've gotta hate it, even if there's no reason. But it went from like my least favorite day to pretty much my favorite day of the week because I'm like, it's Nina Day, it's Nina Day. I love it. Like Mondays, Monday love.
I feel the same. I feel the same. It's so fun to watch movies with you.
It is.
Well, most of the movies we've seen so far were intentionally really bad.
Yes.
But it makes it so much better to watch it with a friend. Just keep laughing together.
As well. We're just talking over the whole thing, and then we're like, wait, what happened? What happened?
What was the plot line again? Oh, usually we didn't quite miss much because the plot was...
There's no plot. It's okay. You can talk over it. I love it, though, because whenever I watch movies with anyone else, like my family, they're always complaining that I speak too much over the movie, and they're like, what are you doing? Shut up.
I know. They always tell me like if you would just watch, you wouldn't have to ask all these questions, and I just reply with more questions.
This is not the way.
Who's that? Who's this? Why are they doing this? Why did they go here?
What is their entire life story? Tell me immediately, or else I'm gonna explode.
Where did they go? where did they buy that piece of bread? Where did they get the furniture from? It's cute.
Bread?
Oh, could be good. Oh.
Yeah, I would watch a horror movie about someone going somewhere and buying a piece of bread. Yes, we're both talkers. It's great. We get to watch the movie and neither of us perceive anything that goes on. And then we're both asking questions at each other. And we're both equally confused.
Yes, I always look at IMDb after I watch a movie because I don't really recall anything I watched.
Yeah. I like to watch a movie, and then if it's a popular movie or a TV show, immediately go to YouTube and watch like 10,000 theory videos. That is the best way.
That is the best way.
I must know everything. I must consume all of the knowledge, but also have to watch everything twice because I don't consume it the first time whatsoever because I'm too busy talking.
But some movies are even better when you watch it like twice or 3 times.
That's true.
Hereditary. Yeah,
I haven't seen that
all
movie.
the red flags. You haven't?
No.
Oh, we need to watch it.
Okay,
it's actually really good.
That's next.
Really good.
I have heard about this. I've heard people talk about it and say it's like one of the best movies, but I've never actually seen it. I've never actually perceived.
I actually saw it in the cinema, and it was the worst mistake ever.
Why was this a mistake?
You know why? Oh, because there was a full crowd. That's quite rare in a cinema.
Yeah.
The problem is that people at some point they just started laughing or just going like, "Oh, this is bad. This sucks." And I was like so immersed. I was like, "Oh, this movie is great," and people were like, "This is so bad." Oh, the best part of this movie, by the way, was at the very beginning, before the movie started. There was this lady that just came up to the screen, and she was like, "Dear everyone, welcome to the cinema. You're about to watch Hereditary. It's about a family who inherits something."
She knew you were a talker. She decided to tell you the whole plot.
They fight over money. I'm like, girl, this is not even the plot line. What are you talking about?
She got her stories mixed up. She got the wrong movie.
Yeah, she might have, or she was like, okay, I have not read the plot summary. How am I gonna sell this to the crowd? Better make up whatever. They're not gonna know any better.
I mean, they already paid for tickets at this point, so why she gotta sell?
They won't walk out. What is a great
I do
movie?
have a question. I have a question
Oh.
that I've always wondered. In Dutch cinemas, do they play the movies in English? Like if it's an English movie, is there subtitles? How does this work?
Ah, good question. They usually have like 2 screenings if they did make a translation,
Ooh,
and then you can pick English original or you can pick Dutch. But I would never
dubbed.
willingly watch it in Dutch if I
Dubbed.
could have a choice.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Mm.
Do a lot of people there speak English?
Oh yeah, pretty much everyone.
Yeah?
Varying degrees of fluency though.
Very
You
interesting.
have people that also talk like, like my parents, they're like, "Hey Shondo, how are you doing today? It's very nice weather and the sun is very strong and I am burning to a crisp."
A crisp.
That's basically how most people talk, so I'm trying
Really?
very hard not to do that.
No, but when I first heard you, I could not tell that English was not your native language. You don't seem
Really?
to have any kind of accent to me or anything.
Oh,
Very
thank
fluent.
you.
Yes.
I felt the same way about you though. I was like, I can't really place this anywhere. It's cute, but I don't know. I can't tell where it's from.
Oh, I've
I
had
like
everything.
April.
I've had everything. I've had over the years, because I do ASMR on YouTube as well, and I do different voices there too. I do my deep voice and stuff
Ooh.
that, which leads to even more confusion from people. I've had Americans usually think I'm either Canadian or like something like that. I think I've had all sorts of different accents. I've had loads of people ask if I'm like Japanese, I guess, just because
Oh,
I don't know. I've had people ask if I'm Australian. I even made a meme about that once because they kept asking if I was Australian when they heard my normal voice. Americans cannot tell the difference between a British accent and an Australian accent, I suppose, but that's not surprising.
I have to admit that I also need to hear a few sentences before I can also tell.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
But water.
Yeah.
My water. We're gonna buy some water.
Got a license for that water,
Got a
Nina.
license for that water. I think we do that every single time.
We do every time there's a British person in a movie with no license. Silverware, silverware.
Yeah. Usually for me, the best way to tell if they start talking about Vegemite. That's like
Vegemite.
Yeah.
Vegemite. Yeah, that's the best
Moi.
way to tell.
I've never had Marmite or Vegemite or anything
Me
like that.
neither.
I live in fear. I live in absolute terror at the thought of them because everyone says they're disgusting and some people seem to like them. How do we know who's telling the truth?
What is it supposed to taste like?
I don't
For
even
some reason,
know.
yeah. For some reason, I have the feeling it's kind of like dust or something, but
Dust flavor.
I don't. Yeah, why would anyone eat dust, right?
You can taste the skin cells festering underneath your bed.
Oh no! The forbidden jar of Vegemite.
Forbidden flesh meat. Trying it sounds like a sub-goal. Maybe. I don't know. You have to buy a jar to do that, and you eat it once and then throw it away. I hate food waste, even if it's disgusting. You gotta eat it. You're being held at gunpoint.
Yes,
Crusty
it's a waste.
tomatoes. Crusty tomatoes.
Apparently, it's made out of poison. I guess a lot of people don't like Vegemite. Oh, it's yeast, right? It's yeast. Ah,
Why is it called
what does
veggie
yeast
then?
taste like? Yeah,
Yeast?
maybe it's like
Bread?
vegetables just becoming like wine or something.
Can you get
That's
drunk
how it
on
works,
it?
right? I don't know. Can you make wine out of vegetables?
Can you?
Maybe.
I thought this was a fruit thing. But I don't really know how that works. I've always heard that fruit is... Wait, I was gonna say fruit is made out of wine the other way around. You know what I mean. Wait.
I will definitely have my one piece of fruit a day if wine counts.
Yeah, okay. You're my wine aunt now.
Oh,
Yeah, I never understood how that actually comes about. I know wine is made out of fruit. There we go. That was right. But how? How does
Yeah,
this happen? How does this
you just
happen?
you have like a big barrel and you put someone in there without any shoes on, like bare feet, and
Ew.
they just kind of trample on it, and then you get wine.
Just like that?
That's that's how it works. Yeah,
That's gross. Where does the alcohol come from? That doesn't make any sense.
from all the food sugar, I guess. I don't know.
Yeast turns sugar into alcohol? The yeast from their feet? Are you kidding me right now? I'm going insane. I'm never drinking again. What the heck? What the heck?
I'm fairly sure they just added later. The feet thing was how they used to make it back in the day.
They
Before
don't
the
do that
internet.
now? They don't do that
Well,
now?
they might actually still do it that way. Like it might be authentic or extra flavorful if you would do it that way. I don't know. Any feet experts have a
Foot treading, stomping grapes by foot to extract the juice is at the heart of the making of authentic port wine. It's a very traditional and labor-intensive method. Yes, it is still the one producing the finest ports. I think only rich people wine does that now.
Yeah, I mostly get like well, most of the wine I have or had, I should say, I kind of ran out, is what I took with my dad from Luxembourg. We made
Yeah?
like a wine run. We usually did it like once a year. We just bought like a car full of wine and then we just
Is this
use it
normal
for the entire
behavior?
year.
Just
Well, yeah,
a
sort of.
year's worth?
We have a lot of weird family traditions. That's one of them.
Very interesting. And
I think the other weird family tradition is to have like a barbecue in summer and then
yeah.
watching my brother mow the lawn. We all always spectate.
You have to. Isn't that off-putting? If I was trying to mow the lawn and there was like an entire family staring at me, I would feel a little bit under performance pressure.
No, I'm fairly sure my brother is very proud of his grass, so he wants the audience.
Yeah, he's an Olympic level lawnmower.
Yeah, yeah. If they would have like athletes in lawn mowing, my brother would be competing for sure.
Wow, that's amazing. He
He's
wants you
been
to
training on
watch.
grass, touching it for his entire life. Can't relate though.
This is the level 10 grass toucher. He just pulverizes the grass.
Yeah, he just touches it with a finger and it cuts itself, you know?
He has the infinity gauntlet of grass.
Yeah, you know that painting with God touching a finger of someone else?
Yeah,
It's my
yeah.
brother, but with a piece of grass on the other side.
I don't know how this tradition comes about, but I do think it's very interesting. One of the first streams I saw of yours, you were talking about the whole birthday circle thing. You care to share this with the chat? Because I
course,
thought
of
it was so
course.
enticing.
Of course, it's not just my family though who partakes in the circle of birthday. It is I have never heard of any other country doing this, but in Netherlands, if it's someone's birthday, you have to gather in the smallest room you can find, and you put chairs along the walls, like into a circle or square if your room isn't able to hold a circle. You just throw every chair you can find, lawn chairs, chairs you left on the attic for 10 years, everything goes downstairs. And then you just plop all the family members there, all the friends, whatever you have, and then you start congratulating everyone in the room with the birthday of someone else. You have to shake
Not
their
the
hand,
birthday
give them
person.
three kisses,
Not the
and
birthday
them too.
person.
Yeah, you start with them and then you do everyone else. So, rest in bananas if you have like 30 people in the room. You have to kiss all of them 3 times. But you never know which cheek to start with, which is it creates like this weird wrestling match where you both fight for a cheek and you don't know which one.
May the strongest cheek wrestler
May
win.
the strongest cheek win.
3 seems like a problem. One of the cheeks is getting more action than the other. That's not fair.
Oh. Yeah, I usually start with my right cheek, so their left one.
Okay.
Oh no, also their right one, because you kind of go like. Yeah. I don't know. I get confused by this too. I've been doing it for 26 years.
Yeah.
Even as a baby, you have to partake. It's
Yes, the
tradition.
newborn baby must kiss everyone on the cheek, or else you'll instantly explode if you're Dutch and you don't do this.
Yeah, we constantly have a timer on our in our body that goes like only
Ticking.
200 days until the circle, has to gather.
It sounds weird out of context. I think this is weird with context. I've heard Nina talk about this multiple times, and it gets more weird every time. I cannot imagine awkwardly sitting in a circle and congratulating everyone for no reason.
Well, what do you guys do then? What is a tradition for you? I'm
Like on
curious now.
birthdays?
Uh-huh.
Birthday
Yeah.
tradition? Okay,
Yeah.
well, as for me, I've had one birthday party in my life. It was when I was really, really young, and it was at a play area, like a kid's play place with all the little climbing frames and an indoor play area. And my mama invited all of the girls in my class, and like a couple of the boys, I guess. I didn't choose any of them because I didn't really have any friends. And then she invited like my cousins, like family friends and stuff. And not one person from my class came.
Really?
Not one kid from my class came, which was kind of crazy thinking about now. Like, did the parents have some kind of organized meet in which they decided that nobody would come to my birthday party or something? Like, how can not one person turn up? I do not comprehend
Right?
this.
Yeah.
But it was actually really fun. It's a little traumatizing to think about now. But back then, when you were a child and you did not understand that you've just been socially stood up by absolutely everyone, I had the whole play area basically to myself. And that was kind of awesome, to be fair.
No.
So this is
Yeah.
my only birthday exposure. Usually I just sit at home with my family, and we do party food in my house on my birthday usually. We do takeaways or party
Oh,
food. You
nice.
can like choose one and they'll pay for it. Everyone who is in the birthday person, we do that. And then we sit and eat together, which in my house we don't really get to sit and eat together very often. So that's really nice, but we don't
It's like
really have
special.
any.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's special. We don't really have any actual traditions that we partake in, really.
It's just what you, I guess, want to do, which is spend time with your loved ones, right? Because that's what it should be
Yeah.
about anyway. Yeah. I can't really remember if I had ever like birthday parties either with like classmates and such. I think I did in elementary school, but after
Yeah.
that, I also didn't really have that many friends to hang out with. I definitely avoided as many parties as I could, even my own.
Yeah. We have a lot of clubbing culture in the UK. I don't know what it's like there, but here it's very normal for like 13, 14-year-olds to go out at night clubbing and like sneak into bars and get drunk and stuff and like have fake IDs, and usually
my God.
parents are supportive of it as long as they're being safe about it. And once you're like 15, you can do what you want, even if your parents say no. Like they'll just let you in the bars even without
Whoa.
ID. Yeah, we're
That's crazy.
we're crazy. I never ever did this because I don't go outside. But like my brother, my forestry, he does this. He goes out clubbing to parties and stuff, and he is 16 and he's been doing that a couple of years.
Whoa.
It's pretty normal here. I think it depends in the part of the country you're from, because up here my family is like not very well off or anything, but they even did that when my mama was young because she went out clubbing on the night of her GCSEs for some reason, which is your final exams here, like the final high school
Yeah.
exams.
I think my first like major party, like clubbing, was my prom. And it was no actual clubbing because it was supervised by high school. It was it was so lame.
What are those like? I always had dreams of prom. I always
Well,
wanted to
my
go.
yeah, I had this idea based on like TV that it was like you had like this huge room and you had like a prom queen and stuff. That's absolutely not
Mm-hmm.
Dutch culture, so I'm not even sure why I expected to see that. But
Americanization.
yeah, it was. I was watching way too much TV, I think. But the actual prom was just you dressed up and then you sat on a booth and you had like a non-alcoholic drink.
Did anyone spike the punch? Is that a thing that actually happens ever?
Not as far as I'm aware, but
No.
maybe I went to the wrong parties. Maybe I don't know. I've never
Maybe.
been a party person. Honestly, I avoided all of them.
Did you at least get to wear a pretty dress?
Yes, and that's the only part that I found enjoyable about the
Win.
party.
It's a win.
It's a win, yeah.
Any opportunity
Rest
to
is
wear
always
a pretty
good.
dress? That's it.
Yeah,
That's a win.
take them. Take those opportunities. And even if you don't have like a event or something, just do it anyway.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
you gotta feel cute.
God, I used to be so self-conscious about like dressing up when I go out. I don't go out too often, but whenever I do now, I'm in like full Lolita usually. Just because fuck it, I don't care.
Oh,
Fuck
that's
it.
adorable. Oh yeah, you own that. You own that. Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds so
I'm
cool.
going to Tesco. I'm going to the supermarket for some reason. Oh, I'm going in full Lolita. I got 3 layers on. I got a petticoat on. I'm wearing pantyhose and platforms in a Lolita dress with a fluffy coat and a bonnet. Like, I'm going out in full princess gear and you cannot stop me.
Oh, I feel slightly jealous because my clothing style nowadays is just in my mom's words, housewife. But
Housewife.
I totally miss like the gothic Lolita fashion. I used to wear that too,
Yeah, I
all the
heard this
time.
as
Yeah,
well. Why not both? Why not both?
maybe I
Housewife a day.
could, but I think the gossip would start again in the village. If I would start wearing that at my age.
I'm gonna come to your village and I'm gonna wear full Lolita, and then you can wear full
Ooh,
Lolita, and then they can gossip about both of us at the same time.
yeah, we can give ourselves like emotional support.
Yeah, emotional support Lolita gang. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that so sounds so cute. There's something so I'm not even sure how to express it, but like the Lolita fashion just it looks so like you can just be yourself in it, like just
Yeah,
it's not like you go crazy with it, but it's more like you have the guts to do it and it just looks so good. It's so nice. I love it. Ah, I miss it.
we gotta get you. You gotta do it at some point. You cannot never ever do it again. Never too old. Never. You could be like 100 in Lolita. I don't care. I think everyone should be able to wear what the heck they want. I think that's
Yeah.
why alternative fashion is so cool, because all these damn normies wearing boring freaking clothes. I think everyone should be able to wear whatever the heck they want, whenever they
Yeah.
want. You're going to the supermarket, you're going to pay your taxes, you're going to pick up the mail, like, fuck it, dress up.
I 100% agree. 100%. I do wish people would just be less judgmental. Because
Yeah.
clothes are just clothes, right? You want to be able to just wear what makes you feel happy. So, yeah.
I think a lot of people, depending on how you dress, they will judge you a lot and think you're a specific type of person depending on how you dress. And that's a little bit sad that people are still like that, but I think it's mostly older people that are like that. So we just gotta wait for the old generation to die off.
Just wait for the boomers to boom and gone, and we can all be Lolitas.
Yeah, the minute the last baby boomer dies, everyone on Earth will be wearing full Lolita fashion.
Mm.
It's
I,
amazing.
I welcome the change.
I always have wanted an angelic pretty dress for like 8 years now. God, I want one so bad. They're always sold out though, even nowadays, it's crazy.
Sold out. Oh, they're super popular.
Yeah,
They're also very expensive, I think, but
yes they
they're
are
super
very,
cute though. You have a full outfit with it too.
yeah.
Oh, let me show you something. It's a
Ooh,
secret though. It's a secret. Don't
secret,
show
no,
anyone.
no, no, I know
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Alright, let me show you a progress picture. It's not
Ooh.
it's not final whatsoever,
I
but
will check on my phone to be careful. I will just become
yeah.
paralyzed for a moment. Don't mind me. Oh!
We're keeping chat out of the loop. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my god!
For her eyes only, guys. Sorry.
Oh my
Sorry.
goodness! Oh my gosh! I love it so much!
Eee, me too. It's adorable.
I cannot wait! I cannot wait! Oh my gosh! Who is drawing this? Is it a different mama?
It's the same as my current look. It's the last thing she will do before she unfortunately quit.
She's quitting? Like for
Yeah,
good? Never draw
she's quitting.
again?
Yeah, well, maybe not like permanently, but she's quitting her activities at least online.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm very very sad, but I also understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she recently had to lock her account because she was getting a lot of people. For some reason, they love attacking her. She does absolutely
What?
nothing. She's the most pure person I know. She's adorable, so kind, and people for some reason keep going after her. I don't know why.
Twitter!
I'm so angry. It makes me really angry.
I hate Twitter! I hate Twitter!
Yeah,
Twitter is
Twitter's like the
evil.
place where as soon as you go there, your day is ruined.
It is. I had a tweet that went like blew up just a little bit. I think it's at like 4,000 likes or something now a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I made a funny joke involving the crying emoji. Yeah, the Gone Twitter user. I made a funny joke regarding the crying emoji and the fact that a lot of people have been doing it in reference to me. And
Yeah.
it kind of blew up a lot more than I thought it would. A lot more people saw it, and it got like outside of my little circle basically, which that doesn't happen to me very often. But there were a lot of people who were like joking and being supportive and stuff. But then there were Twitter users. There was some person in the comments that I saw that was like, "This is probably a man. This is probably a man trying to bait people. This."
What?
And then I started getting DMs. They found my second secret alt Twitter. And I have DMs open on that usually, just so, you know, people can DM me for anything. And I had 3 DMs within, I think it was like just under 2 days, and they were not very nice. One was like someone telling me to basically kill myself. Someone telling me they were going to kill me, basically. And then someone who said that they knew that I was a man and they were gonna find out where I lived. That was an interesting one.
What's wrong with people? What's wrong with people? Seriously. I have no clue what goes on in their head. Really, it's an absolute mystery.
I just
How-
don't
how people
understand
have
this
such thoughts.
mindset. I don't get it. I don't comprehend. It's crazy.
Yeah, same, same. Oh,
I'm used to it now though. I've been dealing with this for a long time, many years of similar experiences, but God, I just don't understand what goes through someone's head to do this. To
if
anyone.
I see them, I'm beating them up.
Yeah.
Feel my wrath, all of you who do this.
Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
No one bully my little sister.
Mm.
My Onesan instincts are awakening.
Yeah. That is great. When I first found your streams, you were actually singing the first time that I clicked on your stream. Great timing. And then I basically I didn't actually, but imagine metaphorically, I dropped my drink all over the floor and tending smash, and my spaghetti went falling out of my pockets, and I exploded. That's basically what happened. The first time that I found your stream, I was like, holy freaking crap. And I was actually very nervous the first time that I ever talked to you, because I was like, oh no, You know when you're like a teenage boy and there's someone who's like a really cute girl and you're like, bros, I cannot talk to her. She's way out of my league.
Oh,
And then
make me cry.
then I stole you from the grocery store and now you're my big sister and there's nothing you can do about it. That's it, no.
I'm so glad I went shopping that day.
And I will not pay for my purchase.
Of course not. I come willingly. I come for free, of course.
Free.
Oh, I also I think what was the first time I saw you? Well, I definitely remember watching some of your ASMR content because
Oh,
I love ASMR. Oh, I love it, and yours is really good.
thank you.
Gives me nice brain tingles.
Brain tingles.
Yee.
I love
Yeah,
your
I have a little
ASMR
bit
very
of
much
it's
too.
not insomnia, but I have a little bit of trouble sleeping, so that kind of thing really helps me. And of course, you're adorable. Oh.
No you.
Oh, I'm sorry if I interrupt you. I think there's a little bit of lag sometimes.
No, it's okay. Interrupt me all you like. This is your stream. I'm just facilitating it and forcing everyone. I've said it before, but I have invested all of my stonks in Nina coin. It's gonna go to the moon one day soon, and I was here, bros. I was here. It's going to the moon, and hit me up when I'm a billionaire. When my Nina coin is worth a gazillion dollars.
I want to come with you. You have to come with me. We have to go together.
Yeah, let's go to the moon. Let's go to the moon.
Yeah. Fly me to the moon, but not without my Shondo. Yee!
Yeah.
We should never go alone. We should always go together.
That's the best way.
Big agree. Big agree.
I'm just glad to finally be doing this. It's nice because
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
just feeling here. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time in the VTuber community, a lot of people. I don't want to say that they don't want to be friends with you, but they just want to be like mutuals, I guess, and you know maybe like collab here and there. I had a lot of experiences with people like that. But when I met you, it was like something clicked, you know. It clicked, and I was like, okay, mine now. We're friends. And that's very
Yeah.
nice, because I feel like it's hard to make, I guess, authentic friends. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to like bash on anyone's relationships or anything, but
I think I know what you mean. It's like you feel there's more of a connection than just like occasionally say hello. It's more like you really want to go out of your way to spend time with them, right?
yeah.
That kind of thing. Yeah. I feel the same.
I'm very glad.
Yeah, I started VTubing pretty much because I wanted to be a bit more social because I was very
Yeah.
on my own, like way too much to be healthy. So for me, this is like my way of meeting very sweet people like you
It's amazing.
and having fun with them and hanging out and spending time getting to know each other. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really want to look at things like as someone here said, like it's a business, right? Because that's not really. No.
I don't think there's anything wrong with seeing it that way because I think a lot of VTubers, I mean, it is to a lot of people, you know, a career path. They want to, I guess, make friends with people who can help them to maintain that. But I was on my friend Sylvie's stream last night. She was doing ASMR, and she was talking about how some people have thought that she's friends with people only because of their numbers and stuff. It's just so dumb that some people jump to this train of thought because, like, she has less viewers than me. That means that she's only trying to be my friend for the numbers, you know? Not that we're genuinely friends and we talk a lot and we want to be friends with each other.
Yeah, those things aren't really like correlating, you know? Like you can just vibe with someone and then you want to get to know each other more.
Exactly.
I also know what you mean with like with the business thing, I think it's fine as long as it's, you know, like if people are upfront about it, you know, like
You're not
hey,
using people.
let's just yeah, exactly. I think that's where it gets a little bit you know, like when they try to blur the lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in the end, everyone I think would love to be able to do this full time, right? So there's a
Exactly.
little bit of hustling you gotta do.
You gotta hustle, yeah. You gotta, I don't know, keep up with the social medias. You amaze me
I'm
because
so bad at that.
no. You amaze me. I don't know how you work a full-time job and then do all of this and you do all the YouTube and the clips and everything. I don't know. I don't know how on earth you keep up with it. You have energy and it's crazy.
I see the secret ingredient is insomnia, and unfortunately, that's not a joke. I
Yeah.
don't sleep.
You cannot sleep.
Well, I do get help with clips, though. I'm very grateful for that. I would never be able to pull that off myself. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, work is work, and this kind of thing gives me a lot of energy because I'm able to do something I enjoy. So I feel like I can hang in there, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Full time one day. I
That would be
believe.
so cool. Yeah, I would love
Yes.
that.
It will happen. It will happen. There's few things I'm certain of in life. And okay, I gotta tell you this. I've talked about this before, but I think that I would make a great talent scouter. I'm just saying, I've known many people when they were like small and like found them when they were very small and then they've blown up. I was telling you about how I was one of the first 1,000 PewDiePie subscribers.
Yeah,
Just saying. I
One of
followed
the
him
original
on his
9-year-olds.
first account.
Wow.
Yeah. I was there. That's not even the only time that's happened. I'm the guy. I know when someone's gonna get freaking big. And
Shadow manager, let's go. You have an eye. You have a good eye.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I know. I know it's gonna happen. It's real. You played Idol Manager too, right?
I can already imagine you yelling, you know, like at the cute idols. You have to dance harder, longer. Stop complaining and start singing.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can
No
never
breaks.
imagine you doing that. No, you're way too sweet. I will never picture you being like that. Never.
I'm very driven. I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm torn between being like, oh yes, baby, you can take a 10-year break. It's okay, sweetheart. You go put your feet up, and being like, you gotta grind it out. Stop being lazy. Come on, get to it. 16 hours of singing, 8 hours of dancing. You've got 24 hours in the day. Stop being a baby. Come on, grind.
Sing in your sleep too. If you're
Exactly.
if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. But something
Exactly.
that relates to singing, yeah.
Lean? What
Oh,
is it saying?
Isn't that the phrase? If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. Or are you talking about
Is
different type of? I think so.
Time to lean. Lean
what?
time.
Maybe there's another use for that word. I don't know.
You,
I see. Chad is thinking of something here.
yeah, lean.
What are you guys on?
Lean.
Are you on lean?
No, I've
Well,
never
then you
worked
can't
retail.
sing, guys.
I had one
You
job.
never. Yeah. Well, what did you do? What did you do?
Oh God, are you ready for the 3-hour talk
Yes.
about this? I had one job ever for a month. This was after I'd been to like 10 interviews and nowhere would hire me because I was a hickey neat dropout who didn't even finish high school, so nowhere wanted to hire me. I got rejected at a McDonald's interview. I would say that that's the lowest of the low for me. It could not go less further down.
I also got rejected.
Really?
Yeah, but I think they looked at my CV. You know, like I was trying to part time. They were like, "Well, she's gonna leave in like 2 weeks."
It doesn't. Okay, we're
I got
McDonald's
also
rejects.
McDenied. I got McDenied too.
Yes,
They don't know about
McDonald's.
my flipping burger skills. They miss out. They missed out, okay? I make a sick burger. It's so juicy. Your hands are literally like you want to just wash them because they're full of freaking.
Ew.
Oh no, I got rejected too.
That's amazing. I did not know this. Even if
Then I
it's
became a
different
postman.
reasons. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Doing posts is better than burgers anyway. It's not
Yeah.
a cope. No, at least I, had exercise too for free.
Free exercise, I mean, that's pretty good.
Oh, it was pretty fun too. I got a nice, cute outfit. Like the postman outfit. That was kind of
Yeah.
cute.
My job, I had a cute outfit too. I think I was talking about this yesterday. It was an awful place. It was the only place that would hire me, and I knew it was a little sus from the beginning actually, because I went to the interview, and basically the minute I got there, they were like, "Yeah, you're hired. You can start next week. Fill out this form." Like they didn't even really ask me any questions. I just walked in, and they were like, "Okay, yeah, you can work here." And I was like, "Nice, I got a job." And I was like, "This is amazing, adulting." And then I was supposed to be a waitress, but they had me on the first day lugging chairs up a flight of stairs, like tables and chairs for a wedding, which that was a little suspicious because I'm pretty small, and I think when you look at me, you wouldn't say, "Yeah, she can lift these heavy wooden tables up a flight of stairs," but they had me doing it definitely. So
What were they thinking? Maybe they thought it looked super cute. You have like a very tiny girl at like a chair the same size.
yeah. Well, I know they collapsed the first day, so that wasn't a great start. But then they started. I got my first paycheck, and they made us do the pay slips ourselves. And I found out later that was sus because the owner is supposed to do it, but they made us fill it out. I guess they were too lazy. And then when I got my pay, they took breaks out of it and stuff, and I knew that was suspicious
Legal?
because
That's not legal.
yeah, I didn't. They told me I wasn't allowed to take breaks, even though you're like they're legally obligated to give you breaks, like every few hours or something. And I was a minor at the time as well, so like
Especially then.
especially
Very sus
then,
workers.
yeah. They told me I couldn't take breaks. Then they took double breaks out of my pay, basically. So I was working for like 9 hours straight, and they took like 2 hours of my pay
God.
away.
What? I hope they got slapped.
I
Did
found
someone
out
slap them? With a
no
fish,
one
maybe?
slapped them. No one slapped them. But I found out later that a bunch of people that had been working there got fired for for human trafficking through the hotel, and it kept operating after that.
Okay, no, that is a massive plot twist.
It is. I wasn't surprised though, the way they were
Oh my
treating
God.
everyone. So that's the type of place I can get hired at. I know, pretty impressive.
It reminds me of like those mattress stores. They always say that they're like a front for something else too.
Oh,
They have like
what is
5
the
of
one?
them
They said we
in
were
one spot. Yeah?
no, a couple of years ago they were saying that one furniture store was like trafficking people. Do you remember that? And there was like a whole one of those gate things over it.
Mattress
was-
gate.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't know why they pick those stores though, but they are very sussy
You can fit a lot of
nowadays.
Shondo-sized people inside of a mattress. Just cut it open and stuff them in there.
People, you normally put money in there, but now we just put people in. Yeah, highly
Exactly.
efficient.
It's amazing. I never
Even
understood
stack
that.
them.
Sleeping on the money. You know, like filling your mattress with your illegal money. Yeah, Wayfair. That's what it was. They were saying Wayfair was trafficking.
Wayfair. Ah, jeez, that's horrible.
I don't think
Oh,
there
but way
was
too many stores like that.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just made it up and they were like, yeah, that'll happen. That's how that works.
This
But
stream is
still.
not sponsored by Wayfair.
Never sponsored by Wayfair. God damn it! Another sponsorship blown. Here we go again.
Put it on the Raid Shadow Legend pile. Let's go.
Have they sent you 10 million emails yet?
Oh yeah. I lost count though.
Yeah,
But,
me too. I sent them a message once because they were sending me emails like once a week at one point, and I said to them,
Wow.
I will take the sponsorship. My price is $10,000 for one stream. I will play the game for 2 hours. And like 2 days later, they got back to me and they were like, no, for your current number of views, that's not good enough. We cannot
God.
offer you this. And it was like really rude the way it was worded. They were like, I feel like that's
How
not the
dare
first
you.
time they've had an email like this. I told them my price. That was it. And then they,
Hey, if they had said yes, you would have been like, okay.
yeah, I would have repped the heck out of Raid Shadow Legends. I'm proudly a sellout, but the price has to be right, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree on that one. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with selling out. Like, $10,000 to play a game. I don't care how crap the game is. I'll play your freaking game. I'll play it all day.
Even shitty games can be super fun if you know how to work with them. I mean, Kusolge is a thing for a reason.
I love
I love
them.
Kusolge.
They're so good.
Oh, what's your favorite one? What was the best thing you played? The best of the worst.
My current favorite one is a game called Shoujo City. We played it on stream, and you play as a cute girl, and you get to go on a date with a cute girl, and you have to like seduce her. I would recommend playing it on. It is a great stream game. You would just love it. It's great. You can
Alright.
romance a girl.
Alright, I'm in.
Yeah. I had no clue what was going on, and then I got stuck on a merry-go-round. If you do play it, do not go on the merry-go-round. You will never escape. Do not.
Did you get softball?
No, Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel. That's what it is. I get them mixed up. Yeah, you're stuck on it for like 15 minutes of real time, and then you have like a 5-second window to get off, and if you don't, you cannot get off.
Peak gaming. Absolute. They just force you to do a zatsu. I mean, even they want you
Yeah.
to keep talking, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
They just love hearing your voice, so they want you to just, stop playing games, Shondo.
You must stay on the Ferris wheel forever.
Yeah. I think the funniest, well, it's not really Kusoga, but I think it is. The funniest one I play was one called Simulacra. It's
Yeah.
like it's one where you find a phone, and there's like this evil digital entity that has kidnapped someone, and you have to
Oh,
solve the
no.
mystery. So you keep seeing like real videos of people with horrible acting, and they try to make it very suspenseful. But they also have like they're trying to be like a real phone. So there's also like apps for social media. So I think I spent 90% of the time just shit posting
Oh,
on
I love
social
that.
media.
When I played GTA 4, my favorite part of the game was just going on the internet and reading all the weird web pages. I
Yes.
loved that. I loved it. A game that lets you do that is the best.
Yeah,
Every
I
game
think that was my
needs
favorite
it.
part of needy streamer overload as well.
Oh god, yeah. Did you go on all the websites?
hmm
What a game.
It was quite a game.
Which ending was your favorite?
Oh, I only got one. You can probably guess which one that must have been.
Do I want is this the one I'm thinking of? Did
Probably.
you provide a lot of stress relief?
Yes.
How did I know?
Of course. The main job as a manager, right, is to make sure that
Absolutely.
your talent
Do not
is not
trust
feeling
them.
stressed out.
Do not trust VTubers with managers. This is exactly what's going on behind the scenes.
They didn't call me P-Child for no reason.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye. No, it was like the gun from Gun Gale, it's just a nickname. Pink, right? I have
Yeah.
pink. I have lots of pink. I love pink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Best
nothing
color.
weird about that.
objectively.
Yeah. I'm still debating whether pink or purple is the best one, though. kinda
I
like purple
couldn't
a lot,
choose.
too.
I went for both.
Me too, sort of. I also kind of went with both.
It's the best way. Nobody should have to choose between the two best colors.
What was your first run, though? What ending did you get?
Oh god, I cannot even remember actually. Does anyone remember? Oh, I think I kept giving her drugs.
Take the meds. Take it.
Meds.
All of it. Well, that's quite responsible, though. Right?
Yeah. I think she might have taken too many.
Oh. Oops. Wow, easy mistake, right? 1 pill, 40. It's all just a number.
Same thing. Take meds.
Mm-hmm.
I hated her though. That was my problem.
Yeah,
I despised her. What a
It was
bitch.
so unlikable. I felt the same. I was like, I kind of want to just ruin it on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I did. I remember it now. I was trying to like kill her or something.
Now I understand where the meds came in. You were just
Yeah, keep taking them. Something might
taking
happen.
them. Maybe something will get fixed. Yeah.
See, that's such a bitch and so mean. The way she treated her fans made me really, really mad. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's so dehumanizing, right?
Yeah.
I also didn't like that part. It's just gross, I guess.
I don't think I've known anyone who acts like that badly. I've definitely known streamers or people with fan bases that have like neutrality or a little bit of disdain towards their fan base behind the scenes, but never
That's
like
the worst then, right?
ha
Yeah.
ha 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 ha, I'm going to go and have fun with P-chan, haha, losers, haha,
Get cocked, losers.
haha, yeah, no.
And I know what you mean. Like, I at least my experience so far has also been the same. Like, pretty much everyone is just really grateful.
Yeah,
Grateful for the
yeah.
people that come watch them. And I've never heard anyone talk badly about, like, the people that surround them. Only love. I've only heard love. Yeah.
Exactly. I think everyone I'm friends with is very, very grateful for their audience. Which I would hope most people feel that way, because as a streamer, you're in a very, very privileged position. I mean, you and I, we both made it very far as streamers. I think it's safe to say that we've both
Be
built
proud.
great
Yeah.
fan bases, and, you know, we both started from somewhere and we've come this far and cultivated this community. And even if we work hard, in part, it's always the community that we have to thank.
Yeah, we are nothing without you guys. So
Yes, this is true.
that's the simple truth. Yeah.
Always nothing. Just
So
empty.
big mwah, 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 mwah,
Mwah,
mwah.
mwah, mwah.
Mwah, 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 to all of you.
Yes. Thank you for being here.
And also to friends, right? Because they also make the whole thing much more fun.
Yes.
It's lonely, you know, if you're just sitting there by yourself. You have to find people you vibe with. That's the best way to enjoy life.
I think that's one of the biggest struggles of being an indie VTuber. A mixture of that and like not having a manager, I guess, and having to do all the behind the scenes work. I talked about this yesterday, how I think streaming itself is not a job to me because I enjoy it too much. I think the part of it that feels like a job to me is all the behind the scenes work, like setting everything up and replying to a million different emails and having to translate into 7 different languages to send one email to someone, and you know, going all over the place.
Track of all the commissions
Yeah.
and keep things rolling. I know
media.
what you mean. Otherwise, it just feels like I turn on stream. I'm like literally like I have people on my couch and we're just goofing around.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Relatable. But I think that's also the best way to keep having fun, is not to treat it too much like it's something you have to do.
Yeah.
Because I think as soon as you feel that way, it's gonna be harder and harder to keep turning on the stream. So that is also why I just do what I feel like doing rather than, oh, this works, let's keep doing that thing.
Yeah, you gotta balance it. I try and balance, you know, streams that my audience likes. That's why I know my most popular thing is my ASMR. That's what a lot of people come for. I mean, some people don't even watch my normal streams, they just watch my ASMR. So I try and do that I'm not gonna say that word. I cannot say it often. I try and do that often. I cannot say that.
Regularly.
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 Regularly. There we go. I try and do stuff like that, but if I did ASMR like 24 hours a day, every single stream, I think I would actually go insane. Even if I know everyone likes that the most. If well, almost everyone, obviously not everyone, but you know, it's my thing,
Yeah.
I guess.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's I would feel the same with singing if it would be
Yeah,
all I would do. I would burn out on it, I
you
think.
would, yeah.
As
You
much
gotta
as I love it.
balance. You love something and people like you because of it, but if you just did that, I mean, also if you just did that all the time, people would get bored of it too, I guess. You know, it wouldn't be like, oh my god, Nina's singing. Oh my god, Shadow's doing it some more. It would be like, ah yes, another Tuesday. This is what's happening every day. You know what I mean? The novelty wears off a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I feel the same a little bit. That's why I'm also really grateful that people seem to tune in no matter what I do. You know, like I feel like I'm extremely lucky, I guess, that
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
feeling that way. Gives me a lot of comfort knowing that, it's people just like hanging out no matter what.
I think I am getting there slowly. When I first started streaming, like last year, not many people would come to like my gaming streams. It was mostly just people coming for ASMR, and then I had like a handful of regulars. Like I would go from having like 500 viewers maybe in ASMR to having like 100 when I did anything else. But I feel like,
But yeah.
yeah,
Oh, sorry, yeah?
it's not like that so much anymore. It's still like my most popular content, but I feel like I've started to grow an actual community who wants to watch stuff that isn't ASMR now. And that's really, really nice. Get there, slowly.
I think it's also a little bit of people that used to watch that one thing also kind of have to not necessarily get used to, but they have to learn how you are with that other thing too.
Yeah, yeah.
And once they've tuned in a few times, they're like, oh, I really like Shadow and I want to see her no matter what she does. And she's really, really funny, and she also is pretty good gamer.
Me?
Yeah, so maybe I should tune in there too. And then suddenly you see people all the time.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. I'm slowly converting everyone.
Yeah. Who knew? Who knew that Shadow is adorable? Always. They just had to see it. Yeah. It's not a cult, guys. It's
Not a
totally
cult, not a cult.
Not a cult. Not a cult.
The category the other day was cult. I don't know who did that. I definitely didn't. I have no clue who set that up. That was really weird. Crazy how the category said cult. Insane.
Yeah. No such thing here. Everyone's here because they're just having a grand time. Cult behavior is like, not the
No,
word.
that's weird, you know?
That's weird. Yeah, then we
That's
start
weird.
sacrificing goats and stuff, you know?
No,
We
I
start,
like goats.
yeah. Me too, that's why I don't want to.
Can we sacrifice like ugly people, like mean stinky humans instead? I don't see. I've always been this way. I don't eat animals because I like animals, but I've talked about this. I would totally be willing to eat a human because I don't like people.
Cannibalism, let's go.
No, I would rather eat a human being than like a cow. I don't like people. I like
technically kind of the same.
Yeah,
Technically.
yeah. It's all about perspective.
Yeah. It'll be kind of... Wait, can't you get sick if you eat people? I thought that was the
I
reason
think
we don't
that's a
really do it.
myth. I think that's you know how they say like if you touch a baby bird then its mother will disown it?
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
true. I think it's the same thing. They're just trying to deter you from eating people.
Can birds even smell?
No, I don't think so. It's just what they tell
I don't know, I
you.
sniff everything I touch, so I'm just weird like that.
I cannot smell, so that's really annoying. Cannot smell a
Oh,
damn
right, yeah,
thing.
yeah. Yeah, the taste also doesn't really work
Yeah.
then, right? Yeah.
No, my smell's all messed up. Everything smells like vomit. I can only smell
Oh.
hot food and everything smells disgusting. It's been like
Oh,
this
that's
for like
awful.
7 months now. I'm slowly
Cool
going
down,
insane. Yeah. And everything
Yeah.
tastes weird.
That's so sucky. Oh, I wish I could help you with that kind of thing. But, I don't know what to do.
Just gotta hope it goes away eventually.
Yeah,
That's all I
I
can
really
do.
do hope that. Yeah, wait, let's all believe that it will, and
Preach.
we give you strength
Yeah.
in the meantime. Yeah. Mm. Oh, there is a problem with cannibalism, prion disease. Well, that's isn't that something with proteins or something
They
that you can
made it
have
up.
like a weird? Is that also fake?
Yeah, not real.
Oh.
Fake news.
All
Eat
right. Well, I guess
people.
I'll just. I guess I will just go take a bite out of a person.
Yeah.
Would you like to volunteer? No.
Don't listen to what they tell you. I will volunteer. You can take a bite out of me.
It can be like those two guys from the news. Well, no, I'd rather keep talking with you instead of what happens.
I mean, you could just like take a little
Take a
nibble.
little nom.
Then
It's
I'll
like
always be
Tokyo
with you.
Ghoul.
Very
It's
nice.
like, oh, I guess we can be Tokyo Ghouling each other, yeah.
Yeah, why not? That anime is so bad.
It is. I never watched it. I saw it on Netflix. I'm currently on season 2, and I'm like, do I want to continue or well, I'm committed now. I have to finish.
Are you also a completionist?
Yes.
Me too.
I've
I've
watched
never
so much
dropped.
garbage. I've watched so much garbage just because I feel like once I've touched it, it has to be completed. If you look at my Steam library, it's an absolute hell in there.
Yeah, you must finish. Must get all achievements. Must, no matter how much I hate it.
Oh, I was telling my chat about it yesterday. There's this farming game I'm playing,
Oh
and
yeah.
I have been brushing cows, collecting eggs, talking to my doctor husband every day for the past 100 hours just because I have 2 freaking achievements that only unlock if you've played the game for a certain amount of years.
Oh my
Save me.
god.
Save me.
Isn't it repetitive? Aren't you going
It
insane?
is. It is very repetitive. My brain is literally on autopilot, and it's just elevator music going on in there. Nothing is getting done in my brain. It's just da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. At least it takes the mind off all the worries and stress. But still, I could have done something more productive with those 100 hours.
Nah, you can have those achievements. It's gonna be so worth it when you get those sick achievements. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's true though. How else will I brag if I don't have such achievements to brag with, right?
Exactly. I mean,
Ooh,
sunk
oh yeah.
cost fallacy. You've already invested this much time. You gotta keep going. See it through.
You joke, but that's how I ended up with the Destiny Feats of Strength T-shirt.
Oh no. What does this even mean?
Oh, and Destiny 1, it's like a Xbox game. At some point they were pulling the plug out of the game. So if you finished like a book of triumph with all types of achievements, you would be able to get a code, and with that code you could order a shirt with your name on it. And I grinded everything in like a week or something just so I could get a T-shirt.
Was it worth it?
And well, I use it as pajamas sometimes, but
Comfy.
it wasn't really that worth it.
I would disagree. You got a T-shirt.
Yeah,
You could
I'll
have
be
not
buried in
had
it.
it.
I want to wear my Destiny shirt. It's going to be on my will.
When you pull up to the funeral home, they're gonna be like, "Damn, she got that limited edition Destiny shirt. Look at her."
Whoa, it's Sao Nina. Whoa, whoa. Wait, what is the most torturous thing you've done to yourself to finish a game? I want to know.
Oh god.
Ooh.
I don't
Tell us the
know.
secret.
I've one time in The Sims, I was committed to living and finishing off a legacy challenge. You know what that is? You have to live through 10 generations, the same family. And it got to the point where this was on my cruddy old laptop way before I streamed and stuff. And I just had the base game installed for Sims 3 because I couldn't run anything else. And it literally got to the point where I was playing ×3 speed and just like, Sim goes to bed, Sim wakes up, Sim makes baby. Sim goes to bed, Sim wakes up, Sim makes baby. Just so I could get to the end of the challenge. And there wasn't like any reason to do this. It was just inside of my head and it took weeks. It must have taken well over 100 hours. 10 generations. 10.
Mm-hmm. I've only finished that type of challenge once, and well, actually, I didn't finish because I got tired of looking at the same people.
Yeah.
It was during my Vegeta playthrough. I made a character and named him Vegeta. I was also like 8. Don't judge me. And I gave him the worst, the least Vegeta looking face. He had like a
Naturally.
like like a standard mustache and like a blue polo shirt. And I
Average
couldn't take
Vegeta.
it anymore. So I didn't finish that playthrough actually. I just couldn't take it.
I
He
really
was so
want to do a
bad.
challenge. I want to do a Sims 4 probably. I want to do an 100 baby challenge stream because I think that would be funny. Maybe
You want
like,
to have 100 children?
yeah, in The Sims. I want to have 100 children. Like
Can you even have that many? Like,
you
don't you run out of
can,
slots?
yeah, yeah. If you play like on a long lifespan and you have a mod
Oh,
usually
okay.
that'll let you have more Sims at once, you can grind
Yeah,
out 100 babies, easy peasy.
grind 100
Just
babies.
grind them. Just be a gamer.
Okay, at least that's a bit more wholesome. I had a feeling it was going towards the yeah, just to make space, we just put them in the microwave or something. Thankfully, it was a bit less cursed. Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm.
Baby microwave. I remember I used to have the Sims 3 mod where you could like be a serial killer and you could go around and shoot people. And I really like a Sims 3. Oh god, how much can I say about this? Do not make an American
Violence.
joke. Do not make an American joke. Do not make it.
Um, don't mention schools. Don't mention funny plastic.
Yeah?
All right, we're good. We're good. We're
We're
good. We're
good.
good.
Okay, it's gone. It's gone. It's past.
It's
Yeah,
gone. It's out.
but
Yeah.
I had an interesting teenage sim who did not like any of their acquaintances, and let me just say that it didn't end well for them. They went to school tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Oops. We never saw it coming.
Yeah.
We could see the thought bubble, but still.
Why is he thinking about a gun in the school? Wow, that's so curious.
Yeah, I thought he was thinking about like water pistols or something, you know, like that's actually really fun. I used to have a super sulker.
Yeah.
My brothers like snapped it in half because I kept using it indoors.
No, he snapped it?
Yeah, it was like very very cheap plastic. Also,
Freaking
I
Hulk.
literally sprayed their closet, so I kind of deserved it. But
Bra. Kusogaki Nina. Kusogaki Nina.
what can I
Kusogaki
say?
Nina.
What can I say? It never left. I just got a little taller.
That's amazing. I love that.
Puberty made my voice very deep. Oh. Yeah, maybe one day I can tap back into that energy. Maybe with that dress I showed you.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, taller, quote unquote, taller. Taller.
Don't at me. I will grab a stool and I will tower over you and I will stare you down.
I know you can. I can like climb on your. There you go. And climb on your shoulders, and then we'll be like an average height person.
We can find hacks.
We will, yeah.
Me and Shadow are very creative. We will find hacks
are.
to tower over you.
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh. By the power combined, we'll be a normal height person.
We can do it. I believe.
We will. We're gonna put on a trench coat just so to hide we're two people, and we will tower. We'll put you on
Actually
top.
sneaking into
Yeah.
the movie. Yeah. I do gotta go powder my nose really fast.
Sure.
You okay here?
I can guard the fort.
Yeah,
The
okay.
cottage.
Baby
Oh.
babysit the chat, okay?
I'll babysit. Yeah.
Okay. I will be as fast as possible. Don't kill them, maybe.
No, I mean, I would never dare. Hello. How are you guys doing? Not today. Not today. Don't give me that face. Oh, hold on. I have to. Receiving 2 head pats. Oh no, I can't. Oh wait, can I make it work? All right. All right. In case of head pats, there will be a possibility to at least pat something. All right, we're good. We're good. It's not for naught now. It's not for naught. Yeah, no air padding. You're padding solid space, solid floor, ground, surface, whatever, something. Anyway, it's fine. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. It's working out. Well, what do you mean it's yap? I can also make it a bit. Okay, you can pat my arm and my hand. Oh, this hand holding. Oh, that's why it's yap. Someone's touching my hand right now. Okay, just for today. Just for today. Don't worry. What's with the faces? It's nothing weird. Nothing weird. We're just waiting warmly until the cutest girl comes back. And once she does, we're gonna make sure she knows that we all love her very much. We will all make sure, right? We'll all make sure. Right, guys? Give me confirmation. Give me a good confirmation that you will help me make sure that Shadow knows how much we all love her, so she feels happy and glad to be here, right? Yeah. Shondo love. For sure. Yeah, exactly. I knew I could count on you guys. I knew I could count on you. Very good. I think we all do love her very much. Oh, I heard something. Shadow, are you listening in?
What the heck is going on in here?
There were just a lot of pats, so I decided to just go horizontal, just so it wouldn't go to waste.
I leave for 2 minutes, and you're getting your legs patted.
Well, it was my arm, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It was just so, they wouldn't feel sad for just patting, air instead of a cute set of hair belonging to a certain someone.
Seductress, seducing my
No!
chat woman. Oh, just because you have assets, that means you can use them, huh? Yeah. Okay.
No, that was not what I was trying to achieve. I was just trying to make sure people and their points wouldn't be sad. I would never try to steal chat away from you. No. I'm part of them. I also want the best for you, and I love you very much.
I love you too.
Big snuggle.
Yeah.
Big snuggle. There we go. Yay!
Yay! Good ending. Roll
Good ending.
credits.
Yay!
Oh, here, they're doing it again.
That's okay. They can do that.
Damn, I got an army of motorbikes going past.
What is up with people having the loudest motorcycles they can find, right?
I don't know. If you have a motorcycle, do you just have to be the noisiest asshole ever or something? Is it a rule?
Every time I try ASMR, there's always someone in the area that just goes like. I don't know why. It's so annoying. If it's not my cat just ASMR blocking me, it's some dude on a motorcycle.
I get this even at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing ASMR in the middle of the night, and still some guy on a motorcycle manages to go past.
It's like they know. It's like, oh, people are trying to relax, enjoy a nice sleep. Let me just
Nope.
undo that. Yeah.
Fuck you. Ruins your ASMR.
It's true. Some people just, they really wanna. Well, what was that? Harley Davidson, right? What was that?
Yeah?
South Park thingy. I forgot already. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's just
Is
people
it?
want to watch the world burn.
Yes, they do. Me too, kind of, but in a different sort of way.
Oh yeah, but you have a good reason.
Yeah. Big hater of the universe. I'm waiting for the apocalypse every day. When it comes, I'm gonna be very excited. It's gonna be amazing.
Well, didn't we recently miss one of the mini raptures?
Yeah, I know. I was so excited for the rapture, and then nothing happened. What's the point? Why do I
Darn it.
bother? Maybe next year. Maybe next year. I'm sure something will happen next time.
That'll be another one.
Mm.
They always come back. They always do.
We actually watched the movie during the rapture. I remember this because I was like, "Hi, Nina, happy rapture."
Happy rapture. Exactly. I remember that too.
Waiting for the world to end with Nina. It was so nice.
If the world would end, what would I do with my remaining bit of time? I'm not even sure. I'll probably just do the same as always. Just play video
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, stream or something. Hang out with everyone.
Yeah. Gotta feed my digital cows and chickens, right?
Gotta
Who will
spend
do
the
it when the
time with
world
your
is gone?
doctor husband.
Yeah.
Gotta get those final achievements before the world ends.
At least I'll be able to take them with me into the grave. Yeah. End of the World ASMR. Wasn't there a movie called End of the World? It was very bad.
There's been a million of them. Do you remember 2012? Because everyone was saying the world was gonna end in 2012. And they made a
Yeah,
whole
I
movie
do.
about it.
Oh, that's the one where you had all those natural disasters and it ends with
Yeah.
well, how did it even end? Something with a volcano. There's always a volcano in there for some reason.
I was like a baby when that movie came out. I don't even freaking remember. I just remember it happened and the world ended.
Very popular plotline.
I love the joke that the world did end in 2012. I don't even know why they were
just
saying it
wrong.
was gonna. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're dreaming. We're in a simulation.
Oh, I recently watched that latest Matrix movie. Don't watch it if you like the franchise.
Ooh,
Don't
I've
do it
only
to
seen the
yourself.
first one.
Don't. Oh, you should definitely watch the other two, but don't watch the fourth one.
Oh God, okay.
Beware, chat, of the Matrix. Was it Revolution? Reconnaissance? Resistance?
R word. Yeah.
Something R.
Why did I say it?
It was that. The last one is the most fit. Yes, that one would actually fit the best.
I said nothing. I didn't mean it like that.
We didn't say it. Don't say it. Don't think it. Don't. No. It's true though. Revenge. Yes, exactly.
Revenge. Yeah. Close enough.
I always feel so sad when there's like a fun thing and people are like, we have fun thing. Let's make a sequel to it because everyone loves fun
Money,
thing and then
money,
it
money,
becomes
money,
fun.
money.
Yes, it's all about the money. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Unfortunately.
Only good sequel thing that I say has added to the original is Better Call Saul to Breaking Bad, which is
Yeah.
incredible. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have seen it. Well, I've not seen all of it, but I've seen a few episodes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm watching it with my forest elder. We're watching it every night, and we're gonna reach the end of it just in time for the last episode to come out, so I don't get freaking spoiled. Cause I've already been freaking spoiled on like 10 different things that happen. I hate the internet. Damn Twitter.
Yeah. So hard to avoid it too, because they often just have like a completely irrelevant topic and it's suddenly the spoiler. It's like,
Boom,
okay, well.
spoiler. Thanks.
Thankfully, my brain is so damaged. I forget about spoilers within 5 seconds, so I'm usually not too worried about them.
I need to go further into the vtuber rabbit hole so I can join you on this. I need this. I need to just
Superpower of amnesia.
Dementia, the superpower.
Once you start reaching the 30s, like the amnesia starts setting in.
I'm still. Do not take this the wrong way. Do not take this the wrong way, but I'm still surprised that you are How do I say this? I thought maybe...
Are you going to call me a boomer? Is this where this is heading?
No, I mean, you have a very nice, mature-sounding voice. And just the way you conduct yourself is very elegant and mature. And like lovely, delicate aged wine. And stomped on with the little feet. And I thought you were a little older. I will say this.
I have actually sounded like this since I was 12.
Oh wow, you got around the Xbox squeaker phase really well. What the heck?
No, I still got confused with boys. They always told me to shut up, you little kid. Get off my Xbox
Yeah.
Live. I banged your mom. Yeah. No, I actually got confused with my mom a lot when I was
Yeah?
always picking up the phone. Yeah. They're like, oh, ma'am, about your Geico insurance, something something. I'm like, oh, let me just get my mother. And they're like, oh, wait, what?
See, the reverse thing happens to me. I had to phone an ambulance last year for a family member because no one else was around. I'm not a phone person, but I had to. And when I got on the phone, what do you call it? You know, the first person that picks up the phone when you call emergency services, and then they put you through to the the dispatcher. That's it. They put you through to the dispatcher, but the dispatcher stayed on the phone when the ambulance person was on the phone with me. And they were like, we have a very young caller here, so I have to stay on to monitor the call because we cannot leave a child unattended. And I was like, excuse me, I'm 700 years old. And then I actually said my age, and the operator, I heard the little beep as he hung up as soon as I said the number. Like, oh man, I've been here for 15
Sir,
minutes.
I'm not 12, I'm 13.
Exactly, I'm 13. Leave me alone.
Oh yeah, that is the opposite. I've always been mistaken as much older until they see me and then they think I'm much younger. It's like and then I open my mouth and they think I'm older again.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's a bit of a whiplash of emotions, I suppose, too. Oh, I do miss the times when they checked my ID when I wanted to buy like something 18 plus, you know, like alcohol.
Schrodinger's hag.
They don't check anymore. Yeah, that was the moment I did feel very old.
No!
Ooh, it's okay.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. I'm sorry. It was just...
Oh, I'm not very sensitive about age, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm very much in the I don't really care park.
You've ascended. That's amazing.
I'll probably say something else once I do get older, you know, and I'll be like, no.
I mean, once you're like a hag, isn't it like a superpower? Can't you like fly and stuff then?
I mean, magical hags are probably the trend of the 2000.
It's very powerful.
8 or something, right?
Yeah.
It's a magical girl does not mean that you have an age attached. You're always gonna be one, a girl, just an older one. It's not like my powers dry up or something.
That would be very sad if
I'm not menopausing, guys. It's not magic menopause.
Magic menopause. So you can be like an 80-year-old magical girl?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can forget your age. My mother forgot her age for like 2 years actually, and she kept telling people she was 39, and her boss was planning her a 40th birthday party, and then it got like a week before the party, and she was talking to me about the party they were arranging for her 40th, and I was like, Mother, you're 38. And I had to like explain the maths to her based on the year she was born versus the current year, and how it just wasn't possible that she was turning 40. And this took like 30 minutes for her to get into her head. Like she was counting on her fingers the year from her birth until the current year. And then she was like, wow, now I'm sad because I haven't been 38 because I thought that I was 39.
Well, usually moms do it the other way around. They're like, "Oh, I am 35. It's actually 50." My mom does that.
Yeah.
She yeah, I mean, she's not that old. She had us pretty young, but she did have a very pained moment when I don't know if this is a tradition outside of the Netherlands, but here if you hit 50, they put a doll outside and they go like, "Oh, you're Sarah," like the name, and you
Why?
dress up the doll. I have no clue. We just do it. I don't question anything. But I still remember I was dressing it up and it was, like this is what you do. And I put like her clothes on it and everything. And she was like, I don't really want to see this.
The more I find out about the Netherlands, the more confused I become. It never gets easier.
We're a funky bunch, yeah.
What the heck?
Do you kiss the doll? Guys, no, it's not that kind of doll. Also, it's my mother.
How big is this doll? Is it like
Don't
a
steal
big
my
doll?
mom. No, it's life size, so you just put it on a chair.
A
It's like made out
life-size
of
doll?
straw. Yeah, it's like made out of straw. It's like super. It looks really dumb.
Like a
Um,
scarecrow?
it's kind of like a scarecrow, yeah, but a bit, more dressed up.
Who makes
Oh, okay.
these?
Let me show you. Let me show you this.
Who makes
I'll-
these?
I don't know how this started, but it's like a whole tradition where you just or you use like inflatable dolls, but that would probably give chat the wrong idea too. So I'm not gonna give you a picture. Oh, here it is. Here's a good picture. Oh, this looks cursed. Perfect. This looks cursed.
Yeah.
That makes it even better. There you go. Oh, everyone's gonna think the Netherlands is like some really, 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 really weird country.
What the heck?
You can put on stream maybe.
Okay, we'll do. Gotta explain this one.
Guys, now you know why I want to leave.
Oh, Nina's phased out of
Hello?
existence.
I have become a nice void. Watch out, Shondo.
There we
I'm gonna
go.
grab you.
No, I don't want to go to the void now. I will show them. You're gonna love this one.
We call this the spread of culture. We're just enlightening.
Yeah, very educational.
Or at least that's my cope here.
Every time I think my country's weird, I'm gonna be like, well, at least it's not the Netherlands.
Well, no, and then I say at least it's not Belgium. So we have a circle.
Do explain. How does the mask part work? How does that work? What do you do with it after? Does it just sit around the house for a while?
No, you put it outside on a bench in front of the door. And it just sits there. But the point is that you make it look like the person whose 50th birthday it is.
This is like a horror
you
movie
put on their clothes
material.
you can add clogs if you feel like kind of, adventurous and
Putting this one on the wall.
yeah, it's a great decoration, yeah. What's wrong with the Netherlands?
Everything.
Don't worry. I don't really want this for myself for a reason because it is kind of weird.
Can I buy it
Please
after?
hold a few
Can I
years.
buy it when you're done with it?
You want a Nina doll? You know, you can just get a I can just commission you like a Dakimakura or something.
Yeah! Nina Daki Ren!
Mm.
That was a legitimate question. When is the Nina Daki?
I'm not sure if that's something would that be wise?
Yeah, I'm getting one. True, in fact.
Well, they are very nice to like hug.
Yeah.
I always have to put a pillow in between my knees because it just hurts. I guess I
Yeah.
could put a ducky in there too.
I hate when my knees touch. You know when you're laying on your side in bed
It
and your knees
sucks.
are together and the bones like rub
Ow.
against each other and you can feel them just grinding
Keeps
on
me
each
awake.
other. Ugh, I hate it.
I hate that too. I mean, it's such a weird feeling, you know? You just have to
Ooh,
put like cush. I have a special pillow for this.
yeah, the knee pillow.
Yeah, it's also good for your back, but I just use it for the knee.
Knee pillow.
Knees are not for touching. Yeah.
No, no, no.
No.
Touch-free zone. Need to make a Shondo doll. Potentially during the subathon, this may become a thing, but I was gonna sell them regardless, but I have to make it a subathon goal because I have to produce like 100 minimum of them,
Ooh.
and if I don't sell that many, I'm gonna have like $50 just inside of my house, and it's gonna cost thousands to make them. So, subathon goal.
I want one.
You can have like
Signing
10
up
if I don't
already.
sell them. If I don't
I'll
sell
get
them
like
all.
10. Yes. My parents already questioned my shibes. I will just add
Yeah.
shibes and Shondo.
Yeah.
Oh, every doll gets to be like with a shibe. I'll just pair them up. It'll be extra cute.
Little gang, little army.
My parents did see my shibes. Yes, they asked immediately, what the?
How many do you have?
I have 5.
Weak, you need way more.
Oh, I have 6 if you count the one that is just looking a little different.
Different looking side. No side racism here.
That's the sleeping one.
They all count.
They're all very loved. For
That's
sure.
great.
I have them on my bed. It's
Isn't it hard to
it's
sleep?
it's a bit crowded, but it's cute. I like it. I like it. I've always wanted to have plushies, but
Yeah.
you know, once I got too old in my parents' eyes, they threw everything out. All my Pokemon plushies and my favorite teddy bear, everything gone.
This makes me so mad.
So now I am restarting.
Yeah. That'll show them you're an adult and you can have as many shibes as you desire.
Oh yeah, shibes are the Shiba Inu plushies. Yeah. I just call them shibe for some reason. I know everyone was upset that I mispronounced it. They're like, no, it's just it's what isn't even supposed to be.
Like she
She?
I don't know.
What even is it supposed to be? I just gonna say shibe.
Shibe is
Screw it.
good. I like shibe.
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 I like saying it. You say it like shibe. It
Also
seems like a
shibes.
meme word. I like it.
Yeah, they'll be with me forever.
I'm very glad. Do you have plans to get any more? Is 6 the upper limit?
I would have to add them to Throne again because I haven't really.
I want to buy one. You gotta add
there.
one and not tell anyone, and then tell me so I can buy one, and then I'll feel special.
Maybe I can put like a hair ribbon around it so it looks a bit like you.
Yeah.
How cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, top secret. No one will buy it first. You better not, or I'll beat them up.
Shibe.
Secret. They don't know.
Yeah, I was looking for ways to kind of make it look or at least be identifiable by the person who got it from me. Well, now I have little hats.
What type
Like
of hats?
little miniature hats on each one. Like I put it together with like a string so it stays on there. So I know which one's which.
Yeah.
I know I'm a very mature person.
No, this is it. This is the gap mole. You're very
Gap
cute.
mole.
Cute personality with your little shives and you want to wear pretty dresses. Ah! Doki. He's the best. Very cute.
Yeah.
How big are they?
It makes everything. How big are they?
Mm-hmm.
They're quite big actually. Well, let me show you a picture.
Oh.
Like what they look like. It's like the most. It's like the most. It's not like very serious. I don't have a picture like myself, but I do have one that's kind of for scale,
Yeah.
like online. Here's one with a book, so you can see how big is it.
Okay, okay.
There you go. It's pretty big.
Ah, they're so cute. I love their little
Yeah.
faces. I understand the obsession.
Yeah, they have the cutest little smooched little angry face. I love that.
They look so mad.
Yeah.
Who made them
They're just,
angry?
just molding, but cute. Did I ever feel that deflated chongus? I actually haven't. Like he's still a little soft, but
Have a
I'll
deflated
find.
one?
Yeah, there's one that was missing some filling, so it looks a little it looks a little like a balloon that had air escape. But
That's amazing. I love it. Free him.
yeah, I can always use that one as a head pillow. You know, like
I'm sure he would not mind.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
My bones.
Your bones.
Yeah. It's my
Are
birthday
they?
nearly. It's coming up. I'm preparing for being
Yeah,
old.
soon.
Ugh, my bones.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna have a birthday stream. I'm very scared actually, because I plan on doing Collins. I wanted to do this last year. You wanna come? I'm asking you preemptively. No pressure with the like 200 people probably watching. No pressure or anything.
Oh no, I would love to. I would love to be part of your birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do a birthday circle.
We'll make a circle. I already have a hat. We're good. I'm already prepared.
Look at you! Wow!
I'm already prepared for the party. Woohoo!
Yeah! Yeah, very scary, very scary.
Oh, it'll be
But
fine. I mean, I'm fairly sure there'll be lots of friends who would love to spend some time on your birthday together. Yeah, I think it'll be a really good time.
I'm gonna make a tweet tomorrow. And I'm gonna say, hey, anyone wanna
Scared.
come? And I've been like planning
Yeah.
this for like 2 weeks and I'm terrified, but I'm gonna do it. Not a baby.
Ah, yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I am really certain that everyone will be like, oh, and they will all come. Yes.
Yes. Well, I have 2 people who have confirmed now, so we're going pretty good. My goal is 5. At least
Yeah.
5. So we're almost halfway there. Yeah.
Ah, easy.
Yeah.
Everyone loves you. Everyone loves you.
Know you.
Mm. Mwah.
Mwah.
Oh, it's nice finally having a little sister.
I always wanted a big sister, so it's become my addiction now. I've kind of been collecting them. And
Yeah,
they-
I've been collecting little sisters.
I know! We're perfect for each other.
Aw, so cute. I grew up with 2 very much older brothers, so this for me is like, I feel so much happier this way.
Yeah, all my siblings are younger. So,
You're the older. Oh, we have
yeah,
flipped. We have
exactly. That's why. It makes sense now.
Everything makes sense. Yeah,
It
all
does.
makes sense.
It's amazing. No, it's great though. Ever since I met you, very happy. I'm very glad to have you. Thank you for being here. You have been here for me through a lot of very rough times, and I very much so appreciate that. So thank you.
Of course. I'm very happy to be able to be friends with you too. And if I can't be here for you, I really do want to be because I really love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Oh, I'm just sitting here, just going like.
Yeah, me too. It feels embarrassing when there's people watching.
A little bit, right? But it's okay. They can know.
They can know.
Wedding? We're sisters, guys. Come on.
I mean, I do call myself the immortal wife.
Well, you married everyone in chat, so I guess I can. I mean, I already joined a long time
You
ago.
followed, you didn't even know.
Yeah.
This happens to a disproportionate amount of people. They join, and I'm like, oh yeah. In the rules, it says that you're married to me. These idiots, they don't read the terms and conditions. They don't even know.
They haven't seen the ring that just suddenly spawned on their fingers. Like,
Exactly.
oh,
Where did this come from?
I'm sure none of them mind the agreement.
Well, if they unfollow, they do know that. I will hunt them down and decapitate them.
Divorces
Not
aren't
real,
that easy.
but in Minecraft. So,
Yes, of course. No to Twitch in Minecraft.
in Minecraft, definitely in Minecraft.
We don't want a repeat of the previous accident.
With Moriko.
Yes.
I killed her. I'm eliminating the competition.
It's okay. She got banned literally 2 days later for posting Amogus. She's used to it. It's not her first rodeo. I'm gonna do the same if Resident Evil 4 Remake is really bad.
Do it in the Resident Evil chat.
I will find you, Capcom. Yes, I'm a Resident Evil child.
It's awesome.
Love that franchise.
I have
Capcom.
played 7 and 8. I like
7 and 8.
7,
Oh.
not 8 so much. I want to play the remakes though.
Play the first game remake. It's so good.
Oh, okay, I will.
Yeah. It's my favorite Resident Evil game.
Ooh, the original? I guess you cannot beat the original sometimes.
Yeah, the remake of the original.
Well, same thing. I mean, it's still the original, right?
Well, it actually changed quite a lot. It's
Really?
quite literally. It's not like they just increased the graphics or something, but they really added to the story. It's really good.
That's the best kind of remakes. The one where they actually use effort. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's why I always find like that the best example of what to do when it comes to remakes. Not like, oh yeah, we just increased the pixel count by 1.
That's usually how
Done.
it goes.
That's usually how it goes.
The
It's really
Last of
bad.
Us. They've done like 7 remakes now for different consoles, and they just keep adding new shaders, and that's literally it.
Wait, The Last of Us did that?
Yeah, they did a remake,
Oh.
and then they did a remaster, and then they did like something else. I think. Across different
$60.
consoles. Yeah, and then they charge full price for it.
Oh, so Skyrim treatment. Just keep re-releasing. People will have like 5 versions because they want to be able to
Exactly.
play it on every console.
I must play the same story-based game with low replayability on 7 different consoles, or else I will go insane.
Of course, I need all those achievements, right?
On every console.
On every console, they have to see how much of a gamer I am.
When my friends, when they see that I haven't unlocked full achievements on, what is it called? What is it called? The farming game? It's like Harvest Moon, right?
Harvest Moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they see you don't have every achievement on Harvest Moon on 7 different consoles, all of your friends disown you.
Oh no! Oh, wait, Steam? Are my friends still there?
Friends,
Oh,
friends,
friends. Sorry, I will hide the achievements. Okay, I'll hide them. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Is she her mommy?
Hello, multi-purple. I am contrary to popular belief. I'm not a mommy yet.
See, there is an issue here, yet. The issue here is that you literally had the same birthday as my mother.
This might be a sign.
Never seen you in the same room together. That's a little suspicious.
Yeah. Oh, Shad, I'm so sorry I had to find out this way. We could have been watching movies on the couch together, but I wanted to keep it, like...
We gotta do it through Discord.
Low-key.
Doxed, what the heck?
Well, now you all know I'm actually. No, I can't say that word. I want to say I'm a MILF because man, I love fishing in games.
Yeah, I love fishing. Fishing is the best part of any game.
It's quite relaxing in games, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if a game has a fishing mechanic, it's probably the best
Yeah.
minigame.
I actually really like that. Yeah, I love that part of most farming games. You can just collect like different types of fish. You have like a collection book.
I will get
like
every
it.
fish. I will collect every type of fish that exists in this game's universe, or else I will explode trying.
I will I will sell all the fish in the ocean and make like fish and chips with authentic British
Got
newspaper.
license. You got license for that.
The license to fish, I actually do.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think it expired like 18 years ago, but still.
Close enough, close enough.
Close enough. I had a license. I had one.
I like the idea of fishing. I like the idea of like sitting on the little dock and watching the sunset. But also I don't like the thought of hurting the fish. So I just kind of want to sit there with the, you know, the line in the water and there's nothing on it. I'm just sitting there and just pretending I'm fishing for the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of vibe with that because I used to fish a lot with my family because everyone was into fishing.
Yeah.
But I always really hated putting worms on hooks, and I also hated reeling in the fish because you could just see it go through their lip, and I always thought it was very mean. It was very mean. So I didn't really want to fish anymore. I just sat there and read a book or something.
Let's go fake fishing. We'll pretend we're fishing.
Yeah.
Just vibe.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, if as long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter that there's nothing on the other side of the line, right?
Exactly.
Just sit there holding a stick, exactly. Huh.
Line stick, line stick.
Kind of miss that. We haven't fished in quite a few years, but we should. I should ask my dad if he still
Yeah.
he still fishes, but he does it on his own because he always hates when people complain how early you have to wake up.
Man, I love fishing. Your dad's actually the fisherman guy. He's the guy with the hat. You gotta get him a man of the fishing hat.
Yeah, my dad is a bit of a. If he was American, he would be quite a stereotype.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he has to get his gun fixed from work, I guess.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
That's cowboy.
Yeehaw, partner. He's a true cowboy.
It's amazing.
You can catch the fish by keeping your hand in the water. Oh, I used to try to catch them with just a net. I would just kind of scoop in the water. Of course, I would not catch anything because, you know, I see it coming from far away, but I still tried.
Fish are too smart for you. They
Yeah,
understand
they're
your
not too dumb.
schemes.
No. Yeah, I did catch a lot of shrimp that way. When I was in the sea, I always had a little net and I would just fish for shrimp.
I've never seen a shrimp, alive or dead. I've never
Really?
seen one. They look funny though. Are they actually
Yo.
pink?
The ones I had were translucent.
Oh,
Yeah,
how does
I
that
don't-
work?
I don't know, but that's what I remember. I was in the sea. I was building like lots of like castles, and my brothers would demolish them, and I would cry.
Wow.
and I would catch shrimp because it was fun. I would just obviously put them back in the water, but I was just catching them. It was fun. Yeah.
Could you see their organs?
Yeah, they were see through basically, as far as I remember. Maybe I'm just making it up. I don't. My brain is probably full of
I believe.
funny. That wasn't quite how it was, but anyway.
Outside.
I think they were
isn't it?
translucent. Yeah, I think they were.
That
They
makes
were very
sense.
tiny.
Then they
Very
can
tiny.
like be not eaten in the water or something as well.
Makes sense. Yeah, the fish below them would just see right through them.
Exactly.
Might have been an actual thing then. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of translucent things like jellyfish. They can be translucent, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, but they sting you when you step on them, right,
Aggressive.
by accident. Yeah. But they can't kill you, right? Jellyfish.
I don't think so. Maybe if you're like allergic to them and they sting you, maybe it's like bees. I don't know, making this
Right.
up. It makes sense in my head.
Oh, they can. Some
They
of them can.
wow.
Probably the ones in Australia because everything there is deadly.
Yeah, that's true.
Down below with the Vegemite. Even the Vegemite will kill you.
Yeah,
Everything kills you.
actually, yeah. I knew someone that used to live in Australia when I was in school. And she had a freaking black widow inside of her closet one day, and she touched it, which is the most terrifying thing I can imagine. Like, accidentally, when she was getting something out of her closet, like, she knocked her hand against it.
Oh, God.
Freaking terrifying. Why? Can you imagine getting bitten by a spider? Ooh.
I have family as well in Australia, and I remember I've never visited them there, but I remember they told me that they have to check their shoes every morning just to see if there's like scorpions in there, and I'm like, what on earth?
How does a scorpion get in your
I
house?
have no clue, but it's everywhere. It's terrifying.
Ooh.
Freaking scorpions.
Scorpion shoes.
I would never want to go there. Like, not just because
No.
I will literally burn into a crisp.
Exactly.
But I'm so afraid of all the creepy crawlies that just go into your clothes.
There's a reason that the UK used Australia as a place to send our criminals.
You send all the scorpions from the UK there too, huh?
Yeah, we sent everything there. We sent the scorpions and the evil emus that declare war on the Australian population.
You sabotaged them with the Great Emu War.
Me? No, I didn't go out there. I did not train those emus. Okay, they knew what they were doing. Nobody was encouraging them. Nobody taught them how to fire assault rifles. That wasn't me. Okay.
Oh, I have the cutest image in my head now with an emu just like with an AK around their little bushy body, you know, just floating there. Cute, deadly but cute.
I think it's so funny that the emus won that war.
I can't believe Shadow orchestrated this event.
Are you sure? Are you sure you cannot
I can't
believe
believe
that?
she hand trained all those sniper emu.
No.
I can't believe it.
No. That's ridiculous. Preposterous. I would never do such a thing.
The things you just don't know about because, you know, history didn't write about them.
Yeah.
But I guess it makes sense. Like, I did see pictures from, you know, that event. And I did see kind of like a shadow figure in the background. And it was I think, like a very short figure with like some kind of hood. And I don't know, like chocolate everywhere.
No. I would never try and assassinate the entire population of Australia using emus. That would be ridiculous. That would be so stupid.
It sounds very far-fetched. I guess you're right.
Yeah. That would never happen. No, nobody's seen that in it. You're imagining it. Stop gaslighting each other. It's not true.
Gaslighting is not cute, guys.
No, use electricity. It's
It may be fun, but it's not cute. Don't no.
No.
Bad chat. Bad chat.
Bad. War crimes, me? I'm a very well-behaved girl. I'm always good. I never do anything bad. Never, ever.
Shadow streamer report card is looking very immaculate. Yes. Not a single bad thing.
I got triple gold stars on there. Very good. Well-behaved.
Is it a thing in the UK to have like a report card and then take it everywhere?
No. Oh
And
God.
then you get like money for it?
More
Is that
weird
normal?
Netherlands things. No, that's not normal.
Alright, just another one of those weird Dutch things, I suppose.
How does this work? You must explain it now.
Oh, well, it's the way
give
it
you
works is
money?
that, you know, in elementary school, every year you get the report card with your progress, like, oh, you know, Nina socializing very poorly, 1 star, or writing goes pretty good, math is lagging behind, that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
And then you get like grades from like it's not actual grades, it's like poor to good.
Yeah.
It's written down like that, and then you get that report card, and then the tradition is to go to your neighbors, your family members, and you show them your report card.
Oh,
And they
God.
go like, wow, you're so good, and they give you money.
Even if it's bad, do you have to?
Probably.
Hey, neighbors.
I never had bad report cards besides the socializing part.
Show off. What the heck? We have end of the year report cards, like full reports. They send them to your parents, but it's not like a card. It's like an entire freaking document. They write like an essay on each child, and it takes the teachers weeks to do it.
Yeah. That's same.
And I used to love reading it, because all my teachers would talk shit about me.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, I was hated universally. I asked too many questions, even in primary school. Everything I had a response to, and the teachers did not like this, and I had no friends. There was a point where I had to stop going to school for like 6 months for like medical reasons, and when I went back, they sat me at the back of the class, facing the wall, away from the rest of the class, and every time I turned around, they told me, they like yelled at me and said I had to turn back to the wall because of my medical issues. They didn't want me interacting with the rest of the kids. What? Mental illness. Do not have schizoaffective disorder and go to mainstream school. You will get bullied, and they will get away with it.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
It was just very sad. Mostly, I still remember exactly how that wall looked, because I was just staring. It was like one of those white brick walls, you know, like they have in schools, like the white brick walls. I don't know if they have them there. I remember staring at that wall. I can still picture it inside of my head.
I can't even imagine why on earth did they think that was okay. Oh god. Oh, that's so mean. Oh, Shadow. Oh.
These stories never end. I
sorry.
have so many of them. It's funny for me now. I'm sorry. Cannot tell a story without it getting weird.
No, I mean, it's please don't feel bad for sharing. I can't believe they did that to you. You're such a sweet person.
I never questioned it though. I never questioned it.
Teachers are like God, right? Like when you're a kid, you're like everything they do and say, it's because it's true, and whatever they say must be the right thing. It's totally not true. Teachers are just most of the time they have best intentions, but there are some serious bad apples in there.
They power trip, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I want to give you a big hug. Oh.
I'm not sad over it or anything. I just look back on it and I'm like, that was pretty weird. In retrospect.
That was fucked.
Yeah.
That was very fucked, yeah.
I think teachers, they usually, a lot of them have like one kid that's like an easy target, I guess. And then they'll like take out their anger on that child or something. Yeah.
I think so. That it's a weird idea that they would do such a thing, because you know they became a teacher for probably a reason, right? But some of them just shouldn't have been teachers.
I mean, I can kind of appreciate it, because they do like a lot of work being a teacher, especially a primary school teacher. That's a lot of work for not very much pay. So I imagine it can get like frustrating and you can get tired and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard stories from my sister, sister-in-law. She's a teacher, elementary school. She does the groep 3. It's in Dutch. It's like the grade where you start to learn how to read and write.
Yeah.
She teaches that grade.
Like little kids.
And she also says, yeah, they're like 7 maybe, I think.
Yeah.
So they're very much like very vulnerable, and they have still a lot ahead of them. And she always tells me, like, she's the reason I didn't want to become a teacher anymore.
Oh god.
She always told me it's really grueling work. Like the parents are very difficult often. There's way too many expectations on everyone, on the children, but also on the teachers. And if you have a teacher that doesn't know how to deal with it, they just take it out. Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't happen though, because kids, you know, they should grow up feeling like they can learn, they can make mistakes, they can learn how to go through life in a very safe way. So it's really dreadful if they're not able to, especially if it's something they can't help, you know?
Yeah. I think I think a lot of people are misinformed about a lot of things, maybe.
For sure.
They think these are the best way, that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
like
some people,
mental things is like some black box to them, you know? They're like, okay,
especially
I
to
don't know what's
primary
going on in
school
there.
teachers. Because I don't think they expect kids that young to develop issues. I feel like nowadays high school teachers know a lot more. Just because so many kids are having like mental health issues and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess it's probably always been like that. It's just more widely
Under the rug,
understood.
yeah. Yeah, I also kind of developed my anxiety during late elementary school and like
Yeah.
high school, but no one really cared or picked up on it somehow, even though it was very obvious.
Yeah.
But it's like as long as you aren't literally committing crimes, they just don't care.
They don't care, no.
So if you're the quiet kid and you're easy, so to speak, you know, you're just trying to be a good person, like a, you know, like you're just trying to be as normal as you can be. They will just see that as a sign to just don't care, leave you alone, put their energy elsewhere. It's so backwards.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
they
fairly
just...
sure. Oh, sorry, yeah.
No, I was just gonna say they don't care as long as they don't have to care. They won't care.
Kinda. You have to find a very passionate person to really like see through those kinds of things. I think high school is and school in general is such a trauma to a lot of people.
Yeah, I've not met many people that enjoyed high school. Who
Same.
enjoyed
Who
high
actually
school?
did?
Paul,
Chat, let us
Paul.
know. I feel like we all had something about it that we just
Yeah.
it hit us in the wrong way, you know, like left its mark. It was meh. Homeschool. Well, that's illegal in Netherlands. Otherwise, I probably would have liked that too.
I mean,
Wasn't too bad. Had its moments.
that makes sense. Homeschooling is kind of crazy because I know in the US you can just like take your kid out of school and be like,
Yeah.
yes, they're being homeschooled now and do nothing, and as long as you say they're being homeschooled, then that's it, they're being homeschooled.
I kind of would like to homeschool because I feel like at least you have a little bit more. I don't know, like it's not a. I don't think it's a bad thing homeschooling. It's just it's a bit harder to, you know, like the socializing part. But
Yeah.
there's other ways to help with that. But at least you can have a little bit of control over what you're actually learning.
Yeah, who knows what kids are being taught really in public school? It's kind of a mystery, I imagine, if you have kids. Like, you don't know what the heck the teachers are saying to them all day or how the teachers are treating them. And I feel like if you have a negative high school experience or primary school experience or any kind of schooling experience, then I feel like those people probably look then and they're like, well, I don't want that to happen to my kids too.
Yeah, it's kind of like a glorified daycare at some points. Just gotta put them there so they don't walk around loitering. Loitering is also illegal, isn't it? Oh my god,
Is
everything
it?
is illegal.
You're not allowed to just stand around. You got a license.
Can't stand around jaywalking and everything.
Got a license to stand around.
Oh.
Get sent to
If you're
jail.
standing around. Full of
Stand
people
around in
loitering
jail.
in the jail too. Oh my god, the cycle is repeating.
They keep putting you in the next jail. You get sent to jail too for loitering, and then you loiter there, and they send you to jail 3, and you end up in like the jail back room is 10 levels deep.
It's like the revolving door, but the doors are just endless.
Really says a lot about society.
Society these days, mate,
Oh.
it's fucking dreadful.
Yes, you fucking
Blimey.
Peaky fucking blinders, mate.
Oh, down there under, right here in Australia, we don't have any fucking jails, mate. We
This
just put
was
them in the water
accent.
with the crocodiles and they'll sort out all the fucking problems. I don't know why, but every time I try to sound British, it becomes like half Australian. I should just not even attempt. It's not even remotely close.
No.
Rules of nature. Insert
Yeah.
theme song.
Just let the crocodiles fight them. If they can beat the crocodile, they're no longer a criminal. You know, like in ancient Rome, just put them in the Colosseum.
Yeah, it's like sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
Both the person and the crocodile get like a nice diaper and they'll just wrestle.
Sounds good. Give the crocodile an axe or a sword or something and
Trial by croc-bat. I like that word.
croc-bat.
Crikey. Australia sounds kind of cool the way we're talking about it, but I can almost forgive the scorpion part.
Yeah.
And the black widow part.
I don't know. I would be too scared to even go there for a short amount of time. Like, I would get to a hotel in Australia and I'd be checking every corner of the room, constantly looking for spiders or lizards or drop bears climbing up the walls or something.
Yes. I would be so terrified.
They're so cute. They're so awful. How does this work?
No clue. We have other traditions in Netherlands to do our fights. Trial by windmill.
What? You gotta like stick your head in the windmill and see. I don't even know which of these are real anymore.
No, this one is that you have like I don't know what they're called, but windmill has like these planks, like they have like wheels. What do you call that thing?
Round and around.
Yeah, that thing that spins, right? It has like four pointy parts. If you get hit by it and you are still standing, you win.
It's a punishment for criminals, You gotta, how they used to like test witches by drowning them. And if you float, then you're a witch, and if you drown, then you're innocent. But
oops. Yeah, bad times.
Trial by windmill.
Good thing I didn't live in that era. I would have been very suspicious,
magical
probably.
girl, yeah. You're dead.
Don't think they had a distinction between the two.
I mean, magical girls are just pre-witches, aren't they? Magical girls become witches. Yeah? Yeah?
I'm fairly sure there is a big difference.
No, same thing. When your soul gem runs out, come on, evil witch.
Those are Madoka rules, Shondo. I don't come from that universe.
Come on, it's all the same. It's all the same.
Are you saying a very how do you say that, discriminating statement about magical girls that everything's the same?
Yeah, I'm discriminating. What are you gonna do about it?
You're discriminating against magical girls?
Yeah, I am. Now what? You're all the same.
You all wear pink and fly and have a wand.
Exactly.
That's actually true.
It is true. Name
true.
one.
Name one that doesn't or that does?
Yeah, one that doesn't wear pink and flies.
Magical sight.
That one's bad.
Oh wait,
though.
no, they also fly. It does suck.
Yeah, the main girl has pink hair and she flies.
Yeah, she does, and she has a wand somewhere. I think. Oh no, she's wait. What was her special weapon? It was not a vacuum. That's way too sexist. I can't remember what her weapon.
Magical housewife.
Magical housewife. Woo!
I would read that manga. Like a magical girl that has kids and she's trying to like balance staying at home and taking care of her children. This, but Nina, very cute art. Yes, yeah, I can see it.
Aspirations right here.
Very cute.
5 children.
Get on it, artist. Yeah, at least. Yeah, take more notes. Chop. Expecting fan art on my desk by Monday. Waiting.
Kill la Kill is a magical girl anime. It kinda is, isn't it?
Yeah.
She does transform. Oh, I never thought about it.
I didn't like Kill la Kill. Is that a bad opinion?
It's slightly overrated, I would agree.
I like the animation. Style's good.
I do. Yeah, I like the Blumenkranz song. That's about it.
Yeah, I like that song. That's good.
Too bad every time you even slightly reference it, like melody-wise, the VOD will be destroyed.
Really? Damn. I've noticed some copyright anime people are a lot stricter than others. Like, some are completely fine, and some you played 2 seconds of their anime's OP. Bam, entire VOD is blocked in every single country. Ever.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
God captor Sakura. Sakura's pink. She flies.
That's one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite magical girl.
Yeah.
I am based on Sakura in some ways. My design, she's one of my inspirations. Yeah.
Cute. You know, what I really like about your design is that it's so fitting. It's so fitting. It's like it's literally meant to be.
I made it, so
yeah, I know you're very proud of it, and you should be. You should be.
I would not give it up for anything. This is my thing. I would never go to I can never go to a corporation or anything, because this is how everyone knows I'm sticking around, because I put my heart and soul into Shadow, and I could not be anyone else at this point. I am just Shadow. It is me. That's who I am. There's no distinction between me off stream and Shadow anymore. I became an anime girl.
It flows together.
It happens.
What do you mean? We've always been anime girls, right?
Yeah, always.
I was born this way.
Yeah, definitely. Just popped out the womb looking just like that.
Of course.
Your mother must have had a tough day.
Yeah, especially since I'm taller than her.
Oh no!
Can you believe it?
No, I cannot. This is news. Wow, amazing.
Yeah, my dad is very tall. My mom is literally shorter than me, and my brothers are also very tall. It's like a very confusing mixture. Very confusing. And then you have my grandma, who's was 148.
Oh, small.
Very tiny. Yeah. I think it's cute though.
Sure,
but I also like
cute.
very tall. I also think very tall is very cute.
I think the whole spectrum is good.
Yeah, I always feel very sad when people are like disappointed about their height, or they feel like, you know, people look down on them. That's not a pun, but you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's bad if you're short. Oh, it's bad if you're tall. It's like, no, just shut up and everything's good.
Own it. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think people are just judgmental in general. We're back here. Someone will always find a way to pick other people apart, because that's just how people are. They're meanie doo-doo.
Yeah. Even if you're perfect, people will still have shit to say about you because I don't know, they'll find something.
Copium.
Grass is always greener. I think that most people do tend to feel that way.
Yeah,
that's really
true.
not needed.
I feel the same way.
Same. But then I also realized that even if I would have that, would I be happier? And then usually I go like, no, probably not.
Was definitely not. Never happy. You would just find something else to be sad about. Welcome to the universe.
Exactly. You just end up looking like that lady that tried to look like a cat.
The who?
Oh, you don't know? Oh, okay. Let me.
Oh God.
Let me find her picture.
I saw a man once who covered himself in... Oh my God.
Did you find it? Did you find something else?
Wow.
Oh yeah, here it is. She looks like she got stung by like 40,000 bees.
Yeah, she did. Who did
Oh, the
this
leopard
to
man. Oh, no, she did it to herself. She wanted to become more cat-like.
Wow. That's a little scary.
Why are people making fun of my typing noises? I can type very fast. Shut up.
What is your typing speed?
Oh, I did a test yesterday. I think it was 82 if I type in Dutch and 74 if I type in English.
Wow,
Or
that's
67.
interesting. Why faster?
I type with 2 fingers, by the way.
Oh! Ah! What? Really?
Yes.
Me too!
You do?
Yeah!
Ah!
Everyone makes
Finally!
fun of me!
2-finger gang! Rise
Yeah!
up! Rise
Let's
up!
go!
All of you 2-finger haters,
Pointer
get out of
fingers?
here.
Pointer fingers, right?
Yes! Pointer fingers! You just,
Oh my
you
god!
just go like...
Let's go! For years I've been bullied!
Me too! I just want to go like this, okay? Let me be in peace. Let me be in peace.
It's a small hands thing, right? It's a small hands thing.
Yes, I think so. I can barely read. Like when I play
cannot
games and I have to
reach
use
them.
like the shift key and then like use the control key. I can't reach any of them.
I have to try and use shift with my pinky finger, but it doesn't reach. I cannot reach from WSD to the shift without like bending my finger
Letting go.
backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to lift my hand and then move.
Yeah. Me too.
Shadow, you don't know how happy I am to hear this problem is shared.
I can't believe this.
Oh, I have a standard keyboard, but it's just hard to reach the keys. Like I just
Yeah, I have a small keyboard, but it's still pretty difficult. How small are your hands? They're about 11.5 centimeters last time I checked. Pretty
Oh,
small.
I never measured them.
Measuring
I wonder
time.
how big are mine. I have no clue. I only know that with controllers, I always feel like I can barely hold it. So there's your metric.
I have a mini controller. I cannot hold a normal size one and press the buttons with my thumbs. You know when you hold the
Right.
handle things, I have to hold it like you know like past the handles, like underneath where the little buttons are. I have to hold them like that. Yeah, from my wrist to the tip of my middle finger.
I feel like I can hold it, but I feel I kind of get like cramp in my hands at some point because they're slightly too stretching a bit too much to be able to reach everything. That's
Yeah.
with like an Xbox controller.
So my hands cramp up trying to use them. So I bought a like an off-brand tiny controller off
Yeah.
the Amazon. Yeah, so I cannot use actual like expensive controllers. I have to use miniature ones made for children. Yeah,
Oh, that is very small. Yeah.
my sister's hands outgrew mine when she was 7, which she has normal sized hands, by the way. Yeah.
Aw. It's cute. It can be very inconvenient, but no, it's okay. It's just how it is.
Good hands. I'm fine with it. Even if I have constant cramping from trying to hold things that were not designed for me, I would say it's worth it based on the cuteness of small hands.
Worth.
Yeah, worth. Makes things look bigger, like if you try and hold your face. It's like you have a big face.
Just you can fit like 5 hands in one face.
Exactly!
Very cute. I agree. Yeah.
Cute. Yes.
Cute.
How are you guys doing today? How are you today, Nina? I've not asked you.
Oh, I'm just vibing. I'm just having a good time chatting. Yeah.
Yeah?
I kind of do need to pee though at this point. I think.
You can go whenever you like.
Can I quickly?
Yeah. You go. You go.
I will.
Yeah.
Go.
You scoot on down.
I'm going for my idol meeting. Be right back.
Okay. Okay. Have fun. I love Nina. Yes, magical girl idol meeting. Yeah. I'm not doing the thing she did, by the way. I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it just because she is engaging in. You're gonna pat the air. You're not getting the deal. You literally have to wait 1 minute until she gets back. That is all. You're getting a terrible deal. Your hands are full of air. Your hands are full of air. Why don't you pat this? Go on. Pat this. Pat this. Pat her. Pat him. Yeah, go on, get them all head pats. There you go. Very nice, very nice. You can pat the soulless hell demon as well. Which one do you want to pat the most out of the three? Maybe Grandma? Yeah? There you go. It's a good... It looks just like me. You want to pat the soulless demon? It's just like patting me. You look at these two. It's just me and Nina sat together. You don't even need us anymore. You don't even need us anymore. Look. That guy can be you. That's chat.
Do you guys like my new look?
Look, it's us. Do you see?
Hello, it is me. I have upgraded a little bit in terms of age, but I certainly still feel as spry as this morning.
New model reveal, let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go! This is me when I grind too hard in MMOs and I hit level.
It's us. You, me, and chat, we're hanging out.
Oh. Nice. I'm glad nice docs, but thank you. No. Wow. I tried to run as fast as I could.
No, speed running. I did the same thing. You gotta go like supersonic speed.
If only
Yeah.
I could just... I always feel kind of jealous when, you know, guys can just go anywhere.
Yeah. Anyway.
It takes a little bit more work for us, I suppose.
What are you implying?
Anyway.
What are you implying goes on during your idol meetings, Nina? Maybe we have different interpretations of this term.
Oh, idol meeting. Yeah, no, I just quickly learned my dance routine.
Yeah?
I'm just practicing my dance routine and do some vocal training and
wow.
get yelled at by the manager and
It's me.
get into a fight with my fellow idols and we break up 5 times.
Yeah.
Then we make a new hit single, all in the span of 2 minutes, by the way.
You're running. How?
Well, you know, that's just how life is. Idols live a fast life. That's just how it is. That's
living on
why,
the edge.
yeah, that's why they burn out so fast and leave the industry. It's because it's just things happen in such speed.
Is your face okay from getting the crap beaten out of you by your manager and fellow idols?
I don't know.
love this emote.
Let me quickly fix my. No, I'm not gonna pull that out here.
Pull what out? What are you talking about?
Do you want to see?
I want to see.
Alright.
Oh, I know what this is!
You know?
Do it!
Yes or no?
Yeah, do it!
Alright. Here we go. Oh, I broke. Oh, here we are.
Oh, no.
Alright. Hey, hello, everyone. This is It is supposed to have been a Harley Quinn a funny outfit, but it looks like domestic violence, Nina.
This is the worst talk! Grr, Nina, grr, I'm so mad at you, grr! Beats you up, grr!
Oh my god, Shondo. How could you? I'm just valley girling all over the place. Shondo. All right, this hurts to look at. Actually, I'm leaving. All right, let me
I
go
like
back
how
to
the
normal.
quote-unquote eyeshadow is like off-center.
Yes, I know. I was just guessing where it was at. All right,
Sexy Nina.
I'll just go to where I should have been this whole time. Full of happy energy and transformations, and also clothes. I'm sorry, it's kind of fell off.
Is that what you call them? Clothes.
Yeah, the pesky clothes just keep falling off.
Yeah?
Yeah, I also got some massive crunch just now. Very nice.
Yeah, I like crunchy Nina. She brings happiness.
Cinnamon toast crunch. I'm cinnamon flavored.
I've never had that. I want to eat it.
Me neither. Is that even a thing in Europe?
I've seen it like in the American food section. I don't think it's a thing that they actually provide for us.
An American food set. We also have those, but it's always full of hot dogs and Oreos, I think. That's it.
Oh, Oreos, yeah.
The quintessential American experience. Barbecue sauce, Oreos, and hot dogs.
And waving the flag and shooting everyone with my shotgun.
Yeah,
Or the cowboy hat.
and releasing eagles on your neighbors. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. It's the best way.
No ye without a haw. I don't know if every time I think of the American stereotype, it actually sounds pretty based.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, you're yeehawing really hard, Shondo. Nice.
Yay! Yeehaw!
Yeah, partner.
Howdy, son. How's it going?
How you doing, partner? Looking mighty fine.
I'm just grilling on the barbecue and cooking up some nice dogs. I love to grill, yeah.
You cooking? Wait, are you cooking meth or? both are very American, I think.
Oh. I'm a good natured cowboy. I just like to grill.
Yeah.
I kind of cowboy Shondo is actually really cute. I like it. Oh, can we keep her? Can we keep her?
Yeah, okay.
It's probably not good for your voice, though. You should be careful with that.
I do that for 10 minutes and it will fry my voice for the rest of the day. I don't think there's any way to do that. Like, you know how when you sing, you gotta sing from your diaphragm? I don't think there's any way to do that voice correctly. I don't think it's possible.
I think so, because you have to really put in your throat, right? When you wanna make it so low. Yeah.
I can eat it, yeah. Nom 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 nom.
Wow, chocolate hat.
Yeah,
Yay.
delicious. I love eating hats. Crunchy.
Yeah. Multi-purpose. Protect against sun, and also once you're done, you can eat it.
Yeah.
Baked beans. Wait, is it like the British beans?
Yeah.
I had English breakfast once, and they have like tomato sauce with beans and a sausage and egg, and I was very confused why you would eat that for breakfast.
Okay, let me explain this. This is not like what you average eat for breakfast. The average Brit does not wake up and be like, oh yeah, time for my egg, sausage, beans, tomato, mushrooms, everything,
assumed.
hash browns. It's just like if you go to a hotel and you know you go to a hotel that has like breakfast. They serve breakfast like the buffet. You can get stuff like that there. Maybe rich people eat breakfast like that. But the average person does not wake up and eat beans for breakfast. This is like a rich people / hotel thing. Normal breakfast is just like cereal. Toast.
Do you have like a toast sandwich?
Yeah, toast sandwich, yeah. That's a real thing, we eat that. 3 meals a day.
Oh god, the first time I learned about the toast sandwich, I was so confused why you would
It's
have
not
two pieces
real.
of toast with a piece of toast in the middle. Is it not real?
No.
No, it's real.
It's not real. I will tell you something weird that we do here. That's actually real. My mother is a big eater of the classic sauce butty. She likes to put tomato
What now?
ketchup on a piece of bread and then put another piece of bread and she'll just eat that. It's like a meal.
Oh, it's like the poor man's pizza. We have that.
Classic!
We toast it. Yeah, we toast the bread and then you put ketchup on, and maybe if you're feeling very luxurious, you put a little bit of cheese on and you have a
Ooh,
pizza.
little much for me there. Oof, little expensive with the cheese. Damn, living it up
Yeah,
a bit.
it's a bit out there. I agree. It's a bit out there.
Damn rich people and your cheese on your bread.
It's that uncommon. It's like bruschetta, but very different. You put tomato on top of on top of bread. It's a pizza.
Yeah,
Huh?
close enough.
Close. Yeah, there was more than just an attempt. It was a pizza.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, okay, sure, definitely.
Oh, I kind of like ketchup.
I like ketchup. I don't know if I would eat it on a sandwich, but like everyone else in my family does this. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm the problem.
Based on the reactions in chat, I think you're probably the normal one.
I don't know. My family, they're pretty reputable. I trust them. Do I trust them more than chat on the sandwiches?
I don't know. I mean, chat can be very wise, but also
That's
very
true.
unwise.
You're just gonna sit here and let her call you unwise like that?
Are you gonna let me just get away with that? What would you guys even do? What would you
Damn
even do?
magical girl needs correction.
Oh, all right. Let me get into know. Is that how this works?
No. No, you get
I know,
sent
I've never
to
been on the
timeout.
receiving end. I've never been on the receiving end.
You've been on the other end?
Yeah, of course. I dispense punishment all the time.
Should I be concerned?
No, you're good.
Okay. I'm good. Okay. Yeah, we send you to jail.
Yes, I will go to jail too because I'm standing around. Darn it!
Yeah,
Straight to jail
loitering.
3.
Loitering.
Oh, I'm born criminal.
I think Nina's
Stand
threatening.
standing.
I think she could be if she wanted to. I think she hides it well, but I think I think it's possible.
Wait, what?
No, they're saying you're not threatening.
Ah. I don't know. Am I? I mean, everyone always says I am, but that's probably because I just make a certain face a lot. You know, when I do this,
I like this face.
they always write run in the chat every time without fail. Someone will write
Danger.
run.
Danger, danger.
Here it comes.
I love it.
I don't know. I think I'm fairly well in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. Well,
Is the big lady FallenShadow? No, I think I'm FallenShadow.
this over here on the left is Nina Ninin, and I am FallenShadow. But you could call me Shondo or Shanshan or
Confusing them.
anything you feel.
You're confusing
anything you feel like.
them. Confusing them. You're misleading people intentionally.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Very bad.
Guess you weren't wrong about the correction. we have to correct the misconception here that who's who.
Just correct the misconception immediately. Hi, Son Son and Son Son. Yeah,
Is that our surname then?
yeah, yeah.
Nina Shanshan. That sounds
Nina
kind of cute.
Saotome. It does.
Shadow Shanshan. We like the Mario Brothers, but less plumbing and more streaming, I guess.
Same thing. We're like plumbing the hearts of people that follow us.
Yeah, we took
Yeah.
all the bad feelings out and we replaced it with happy.
That's the
Right?
goal. Yeah.
Also less cracks, I guess, on stream.
Yeah.
The plumber life, very difficult.
Do you think that game is an accurate representation of plumbing? Do you think they climb into pipes and
Yeah,
mushrooms?
I think they do give a very bad impression of plumbing life. Like, I'm fairly sure regular plumbers, you know, the type that has certification, which I'm not even sure if the Mario Brothers own any sort of license or diploma to
They
do
just
the work
dress up like plumbers and we're
Yeah,
expected to
kinda.
believe.
I think they might be money laundering.
Oh, suspicious. It's all an elaborate lie. They're not actually plumbers.
I think so. I mean, if you're gonna create a fake name, you would probably go with something like Mario, right? Like it
Yeah.
sounds so much like like a fake
They're in
name.
the Italian mafia.
They're from Brooklyn, right? Isn't that like
Holy shit, they're like Sopranos level in the mob.
yeah?
They're doing the Godfather. That's crazy. Do you think like their dad is like the guy, the Godfather?
Don Mario.
Yeah, Don Mario. It's gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
I can't refuse. No.
No.
Oh no, we're gonna get roped into the plumbing world. Oh no.
Oh no, like the game Mafia, the game Mario, spot the difference?
I can't. They look the same.
Exactly, these images are the same. They're the same thing.
Oh my god.
Mario Corleone.
I've actually never watched The Godfather or
Really?
The Sopranos. I've not seen any of it.
They're both very, very good. The Sopranos is one of my favorite TV shows, and The Godfather, the first one and the second one are really, really good. The third one, don't watch the third one.
For some reason, the third movie is almost always the worst one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like Shrek.
It's exactly like Shrek.
It's all like Shrek.
Life can be quite accurately compared to like the Shrek
Life is like
series,
an
I
onion.
think. Yes. It smells.
There's no third Mafia. I'm talking about The Godfather, the movie series. The third Godfather movie. It goes from being like a gripping Mafia series to being about two cousins or something who want to get married and we're supposed to root for them, but the whole plot is just about them and their incest romance. That's all I remember anyway.
Dare I say based?
It would be based if it was well
I want to watch that.
executed. No. I was trying to unsell you on it. No!
Alright, movie time on Monday. Let's go.
You gotta watch the good ones first, so that's the third one. You won't
course,
understand the plot.
we have a bit to go before we get to the
Yeah.
Sweet Home
They're
Alabama
very long
content.
too. They're like 3 hours each, I think. The second one's the best.
Yeah, those movies are generally like super long.
That's also
forgot.
like Shrek. The second one's the best.
Shrek is such a great metaphor. I need to use it more often. It just works.
First movie's good, second movie is the best, third movie's bad. Everything is Shrek.
Somebody once told me
The world is gonna roll me.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the...
Sad.
I think it's the closest I got to ever singing this song.
Why haven't you sung that song? Even I've sung that song and I don't sing.
No, I have too much fun just trolling people with it.
Have you ever sung Never Gonna Give You Up?
Yes, I actually started by saying I was gonna sing exactly that song, and then I did Never Gonna Give You Up.
Classic.
I like Rick Astley. He's cute. He makes pretty decent music too.
That's the only thing I know about him is that song, and I think a lot of people are the same.
Yeah, they never gave him a chance beyond the beyond that one.
This is so
It's just
sad.
a shame.
It is.
Yeah. Very sad. His newer stuff is pretty good, yeah. But it's often the case, right? Like artists have like a one-hit wonder, and then
Yeah,
everyone forgets about
that's
them.
it. They're only known for that. No one cares about anything else.
You have to do some crazy Lady Gaga level stuff in order to stay relevant, I suppose. And even
That's
she became less relevant after she became like, oh yeah, normal.
She's an actress now, right? I never hear of
She
her
does a
though.
ton of stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't really
remember.
keep up with anything anyway.
No, me neither. Who keeps up with normie media nowadays?
Not me. I can't because the Kardashians stopped the show.
How can you keep up? How can you keep up
I
when
can't!
the show
They
is
stopped the
gone?
show! They stopped
Keep
it!
up with them.
They killed it!
Ah! They made
Hey,
it
trash TV is good.
impossible.
Sometimes you just need some good brain rot, okay?
We have this in common. We love trashy things. I love trashy TV. I love trashy movies. It's the best. I'm tired of trying to ingest this intellectual media. I don't give a frick. I want to watch people be dumb, and then I feel less dumb,
Yeah.
and my brain feels good.
That's why I loved watching Geordie Shore.
Oh god, I've heard of this but never seen it.
It's horrible.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like it's basically just a bunch of dudes from where was it even? Worcestershire on Maine? No, that's in Germany. But there's some place somewhere in northern England, and then they just party and they have drama. There's so much
Yeah.
drama. Lancaster.
Wait, it's in the UK?
Yeah, it's in the UK.
In Lancaster?
I think so, right?
Huh.
I'm I think so. It's horrible. Jersey Shore is the American one, and Geordie Shore is like the British version.
What is the
Newcastle. That's the one.
Newcastle,
So I'm
okay.
confusing all of my British shitties.
That's understandable. The only place in the Netherlands I know is...
I only know Surrey.
Yeah.
Surrey. Maybe wait, no, Liverpool because football.
Yeah.
London obviously. Edinburgh
Yeah, that's pretty good.
somewhere.
That's probably about as many places as would happen to Old Castle.
Yes, what did happen to it? It probably burned down.
Oh
as always.
no. Not a very original name. Do you ever like break down names and be like, yeah, like Liverpool? Where's the liver? The pool?
In the pool? Expensive. Filling the whole
I know,
livers.
exactly.
Delicious though.
The black pool, yeah, the pool's black, I guess.
Yeah.
Newcastle, the castle is new. Is there any places like this in the Netherlands?
Oh, tons of it. Tons
Oh,
of it.
great.
I think my favorite, I think a tweet about it went viral recently, but my favorite place when it comes to the flag and the name is this one. Let me give you a picture.
Yes, please. You're sending me a lot of scary images. Okay, what is...
The name of the village is literally female chicken pants.
Female chicken pants. Well,
Chicken pants.
They took that one literally.
Hen pants. Hen pants.
Hen pants.
Yeah.
I like him. He's cute. He brings happiness.
Isn't it kind of cute? It's like I love chickens, and it's literally wearing like golden trousers. It's
This one's going on the
adorable.
wall. He's cute. I like him.
Sussex. How do you pronounce that?
Sussex. Yeah,
Sussex.
it's a little sus.
That's a little sussy. I probably would be feeling very embarrassed every time if I would live there. I'd be like, yeah, I live in.
You would laugh every time you said it.
I
don't know
would.
how anyone lives there nowadays.
How does anyone cope with living in sussy
Sussex. Here's
eggs?
hen pants. Thank God it's a pair of pants. Imagine if it was another type of clothing item.
I love how it looks kind of like sportswear.
Yeah, he's got the drip.
Yeah, absolute drip. Oh, Yeah, it's a coat of arms, so I don't even know what the heck we have in my village. Do we even have a flag? Let's see.
The place where I live, my village has a very funny name, but I'm not gonna say it because the population is under 1,000, and I don't feel like doxing myself today.
Relatable. Let me see. I'm not even sure if we have one. We don't. We do, but it's very boring. It's literally 3 colors and they just made it into stripes. Boring.
Does
Where's
every
the cool
every town
pictures?
there have like a flag?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Sometimes they have a crest as well, like an actual coat of arms. But every
What?
place has a flag. That's like typical.
That's crazy. The dedication.
It's it might be related to back in the day when they did a lot of trading. So
Yeah.
places had to be recognizable, people feeling patriotic.
This is my crappy
This is
village.
my piece of land, a fucking village full of folk,
Yeah,
cows and sheep and 2 people.
for sure.
Uh-huh.
Why would you need more than 2 people when you have a bunch of cows and sheep and stuff? I like cows and sheep and stuff.
Yeah, cows are pretty cute. They're very cute. They have a bad rep. People don't really appreciate cows.
I know, they're so cute and sweet. People do not
They're
give
so
the love to
friendly.
them. I
They're so
know!
friendly.
I've pet cows before, like just walked up to wild cows and they'll let you just pet them. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're so curious and they just wanna greet you as like, oh, and we just treat them so badly and we just
I
eat them.
know. They're very parental too. Like they take really good care of their babies.
And they have friends. They have best
Yeah.
friends. Ooh.
Cows are so cute. Cows after being professionally groomed.
They get fluffy? I've never seen that. Oh,
Have you seen
I've only
Highland
seen them-
cows? They're the fluffy
yeah,
ones.
they look kind of like buffaloes. Like they're so
Cute.
fuzzy. Cute.
Oh, they get so fluffy when you wash them.
Let me see. Washed cow. It's gonna be probably weird.
Washed
Oh, oh my god! It looks like a cute little puppy or something, doesn't
Your
it?
FBI agent is very confused right now.
Just Google. Yeah, I'm sorry, FBI agent. I'll give you a better search next time. Something a bit less confusing. But oh, they are so cute. Oh, they do
are.
get fuzzy. The calves also get super fuzzy.
I want to rub my face on the fuzz.
Me too. They'll probably still smell very cow-like, but it will be worth it. Look how cute it is.
I know.
I just want to pick it up and just go like.
I don't think you could pick it up. Even
It's
the
probably
baby
very
ones
heavy,
are
right?
heavy.
Yeah.
They're very thick.
It does look like a plushie.
Ah.
Moo.
My sister is obsessed with cows. Actually, they're her favorite animal. She has like 12 different cow plushies,
Cute.
and on her phone and her laptop, the background wallpaper is cows. She's been obsessed with them for years. It's very
Good
fun.
choice. Good choice of animal.
Very good choice. Very underrated for sure. I think a lot of farm animals are very underrated.
Yeah.
Not given the love.
Everyone always goes for horses, I think, but I was never much of a horse person.
Me too. I think they're
Scare
kind of
me.
ugly.
I find them quite scary.
Yeah, if you look at their faces, horses are kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Especially
weird
if
bone
they look
structure.
sideways.
Yeah. Teeth.
When I was growing up, every girl was a horse girl. They were crazy people, by the way. They're crazy people.
Yeah, they are. Horse girls are the type of chicks that will come to your house and like shoot you in the head for no reason.
You think we're yandere? Think again. Once you meet a horse girl,
Yeah. Mm.
I'm not talking about the My Little Pony ones. I'm talking about the ones that go like, Have you seen my horse? I have like 5,000 pictures.
Yeah, I've seen my 7,829th picture of my horse that I took this week. Look at her face. It looks exactly like a terrifying monster.
Serial killer horse. Centaurs. I think centaurs are like, they're pretty cool. But that might be the above part that's doing it.
Imagine a reverse centaur. It's like a horse on the top and then it's got like human legs.
It's kind of like basically that horse mask thing, right?
Yeah.
I like mermaids a lot too.
Mermaids are cool.
Yeah.
I like the actual lore of mermaids. You know, like the idea of them luring men to the depths as sirens.
Sirens, yeah.
Mm.
Sirens are cool.
Using their voices to, hey, you could be a mermaid. And sing, and then people will come and like drown themselves. You could do it. You're looking for a change of career path? That would be a good one.
There's one problem. I don't like to be anywhere near water. I'm scared of water.
That's an issue. What if you get like a cool tail
Yeah.
though?
Oh, if I get tail, I wouldn't mind too much.
Exactly.
I know a very, very cute mermaid, so I wouldn't mind being one.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know, if there's like, if it's about like fancy creatures, I probably would think sirens or mermaids are probably on the top.
I agree, they're very high up. It's a very cool idea. I've been wanting to write an ASMR script about one for a long time, but I never got around to it. I have a
You could do
list
so
of...
many fun things with water.
Yeah, I know. I have a list of like a million different ideas like that, and I never will get around to all of them. But I will keep adding more ideas to the list.
That's one high from Greece. Merm.
Merm.
Yeah.
Werewolf girls. Like,
Werewolf?
they'd be like big puppies, right? Sound cuddly. Give them belly rubs.
Yeah.
Mm.
With werewolves, I always think of Worgen. They're okay, but they reminded me a bit too much of furries, and I lost interest.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, it's a very thin line between those guys and
It is. It's very
fursuit
thin.
people.
Very thin. Did you I don't know if you saw it, but you know in The Sims, there's werewolves in Sims 3, and they're just like basically they run around on all fours, and they just look like human Sims, but very furry, fluffy. Well, they added werewolves to Sims 4, and I have many more questions.
I haven't seen it. Do you have a picture?
Oh yeah, I can show you.
I do have. I played 4, but not.
It's,
I guess enough. I
It's
mostly
a
played 1
little,
and 2.
they're a little different to the werewolves in Sims 3.
They're basically. Oh, they kind of look like my cat. Same color.
No, I feel like there's something else going on here.
Oh my god! What? What? Oh no no
Do you
no no no
understand
no!
now?
No,
One
this is.
second.
Did they change? Like who was responsible for the art direction?
I don't
'Cause
know.
I have a feeling.
I will show
I have a
you.
feeling.
Whoever designed it was someone else from the previous games, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think it was someone they hired from DeviantArt.
Yeah,
There's-
I'm gonna show you guys.
Maxis. Do they still make The Sims, or did they get fired by EA?
EA took over, and that's when everything went downhill.
A classic tale.
Okay.
EA, everything's ass.
This is a Sims 3 werewolf.
Yeah, that looks way more like it should.
Yeah, it looks like a werewolf.
Yeah, like it's
That's what I would
yeah.
expect.
Same.
And then... This
Looks
is
like
a
Twilight.
Sims 4 werewolf.
It's just a man in a fursuit. Come on. That's just a dude in a fursuit. Burn it. Burn it. Set it on fire. Man, I never wanted to create a house full of this more than I ever...
Oh, you want to play as a furry... Oh god, you can put clothes on them.
Oh, no. I would create a household with these guys and I would just make it into a torture chamber.
Best.
Create house, remove doors, add a pool. Fill the pool with cement.
Get them all in the pool.
Get them in the pool,
Walls.
add the cement. Done.
Maybe glass walls so that everyone can look. Oh yeah,
Exactly.
baby.
It's a pillar of flesh, but more modernized. Oh my god. Take it away, Shadow, please. Take it away.
But I have to see it so does everyone else. Oh no, I keep finding worse images.
This is hurting me.
I keep finding worse images.
Okay, keep coming with it. We will die from cringe, but it will be... At least we'll be immunized. At some point you get immune, right?
You do, yeah, but just immunization. We're fine.
Welcome to our stream, Snow X Fall. It's...
You told me that this image cannot be
a wild
downloaded
bunch.
safely. my browser is trying to protect me.
It's trying so valiantly, but it will not succeed.
It's actually trying to keep levels.
You will download it. You will download
the
it.
virus image that my browser told me I could not have.
Oh, I thought human character creation could go very wrong, but
Tag yourself.
do not buy Sims 4.
Tag yourself.
Tag yourself. No! Alright, which one are you, Shadow? Who do you vibe the most with?
I would
the
say,
bottom. Oh yeah.
I'm feeling like a mixture of the middle to bottom. You know, the Ugu werewolf and the drippy werewolf.
I was thinking the same on the bottom, like second from the right.
Yeah.
Has a bit of Silver Veil vibes, like gone wrong.
It's evil silver veil.
Oh no.
No, all of you, you've got to tag yourself as one of them, or else you have no choice. You must.
7 years of bad luck if you do not tag yourself here, guys.
Yeah. Tag yourself immediately. Now this is going on the wall.
Oh, okay. Oh, we get to keep it.
We do.
Alright. Memories. Memories can also be terrifying, right?
This one isn't cursed enough. It can go.
This one could be like a Twilight sequel.
Yeah, I think that probably came out around the time Twilight was big.
I still haven't finished the franchise.
Really? You did
I
not.
fell asleep.
Based. You did not. You did not like read all of the books.
Oh god, I never even touched one.
Did you even like? When you have been in like middle school at the time that they came out, like come on, Nina.
But wait, when did it come out? I don't even remember.
Like
all I know is that I was
book was,
invited
like, 10
to
years ago?
a slumber party, and they were all like, "Oh, let's go watch the Twilight." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep during every movie. It was a marathon.
Damn, you slept right through it.
I had a great sleep though. You know.
Okay, well,
I did.
worth if it was a good sleep. Okay, there is a story behind this. Just after Breaking Dawn came out, the book. What year was this?
I had no clue.
It's a
For me, it
long
feels
time
like
ago.
forever ago.
2008. God, I was a lot younger than I thought I was in 2008. But the girls in my year were starting to read it, which they were way too young to be reading now. They were like little baby primary school kids. They were way too young to be reading that. But anyway, it kind of caught on and became like a trend. So all these little like not even preteen little kids were reading them and probably didn't understand anything that was going on in them. And I I wanted to fit in and be like the popular girls because they were talking about the books, like Team Edward versus Team Jacob. And I was like, okay, this is Shadow. This is your chance to make friends with everyone. Let's go. So I went and I read all 4 of the books. I read all 4 of them in like a week, and then I came back and I was like, yeah, I'm the Twilight expert. I know everything. I got all the deets. Yeah, ask me anything. I know everything. And they'd all like given up halfway through the first book. Because they were like 7 or 8, and
Oh no. Oh no.
and I was sat there as like the Twilight expert. Yeah, hello, fellow Twilight experts, and spoiler alert, it did not make me popular.
Oof. Well, at least you have found maybe solace online with the rest of the Twilight fans.
It isn't really something that I would consider myself a fan of. As of the movies, I do think they are worth like trash watching, and honestly there is some parts of the movies that are really good. Like the soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks in any movie I've ever heard. It's phenomenal.
Music is often kind of like a redeeming factor, isn't it? Yeah. Not that I remember because I fell asleep. Oh, but yeah, the Team Edward versus Team Cullen thing was so... They both sucked.
Yeah, everyone
either.
sucked. I didn't
Everyone
like
sucked in that movie.
either.
Bella,
Really.
you suck.
The character I liked the most was Alice. So you know, I've been a
Yeah.
bisexual icon since forever, I guess.
I know.
Cute sister.
I think I remember the one. There was the one that had like, was it prophecy powers or something?
Yeah, the short one with the black hair. She
Yeah.
was cute as heck.
I would also say she was probably the least annoying one.
Yeah. She was more likable in the books, though. They like wrote her to be like the way that she and Bella were talking. I think a lot of people ended up shipping them. Actually, they were like, okay, screw Edward, screw Jacob. We need Bella and Alice. This is the true ship, and I'm prone to agree. Yuri is
Yeah.
best.
Now that you say that, I think so. I think so. Yeah, and Mr. Vampire Man was played by the dude from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That's all I remember too.
He's now Batman.
Everyone was so into him. Yeah, I still don't get how. He's still not fitting.
I didn't see the
Not fitting.
movie, but I've heard people say that.
I mean, I probably won't watch the movie anyway, but
No.
he's a good Batman. But he's a good actor now. Okay, okay, maybe I should give him more chances. I mean,
He
I
is a
also
good
hated on.
actor.
Yeah, I also hated on the guy that played Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe. Because
Yeah.
during Harry Potter, he was really garbage. But he also played in some horror movies. No, not too bad.
Yeah, the woman in black.
And that one too. Yeah, it was not too bad.
I think the problem is when you have like a massive distinguishing role, like your Harry Potter or your Edward from Twilight. That's it. Your entire career, you are just that person forever and ever now.
Typecasted.
Yeah, typecasted. That's it. You
Oh, that
cannot
reminds
escape.
me of your favorite man, Mr. Hannibal Lecter. Didn't his wife like divorce him because she couldn't dissociate him with the role?
Ah, really?
I think I did read that. Yeah,
Wow.
I felt so bad
Wow.
for him.
Mads
Oh.
Mikkelsen is on the market. Wow, interesting. Good to know.
Oh, the wrong one. Sorry. You're
Damn
right.
it. God damn it.
Oh, I was reading about the wrong dude. Oh,
Wrong
darn.
Hannibal. What's
Wrong
the point?
one. Wrong guy. Matt Mickelson is pretty nice though. It's Anthony Hopkins, but the article I read just said.
He's
said
like
Hannibal
100,
Lecter.
isn't he? He's like 100 now.
Isn't he dead? I don't actually know. Oh God, I forgot there was a different movie with this. Oh yeah, the old one. Never mind.
He's a little old.
He's very old. He was a good actor though.
I haven't actually seen the original.
You haven't?
No.
Oh. They're very highly rated though, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have Matt Mikkelsen in there.
True. You know,
They
though,
don't have him.
my Hannibal thing, everyone can attest to this. My Hannibal thing started way before I watched the show. So, Matt Mikkelsen was a plus, but I was very invested in Hannibal way before Matt Mikkelsen. I read the books, and wow, what a guy.
Man, if only he would not like kill people and eat them, he would be so dreamy.
No. Every relationship has its pros and cons. You know, you got a little bit of give and take you need, you know? Yeah, a little bit of give and take is necessary. You gotta accept someone's flaws. I would let him eat my limbs. I'm just putting it out there. I don't want to fix him. No, this isn't the generic white girl. I can fix him thing. I don't want to fix him. I want him to stay the way he is. He's perfect.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty integral part of him. If you'd fix that, it would be nothing like him.
Not interested. I want him to be just how he is.
Well, it's good you're embracing him for who he is. Right?
Yeah, I can make him worse. That's the mindset. I can make him worse.
Encouraging him on his killing sprees. Yeah, that's what a good support would do.
Yeah.
Goals. Guys, this is goals. Oh.
Can't cook for him. I would love to assist. He can cook. I can bake. You know, we're a great combo.
Good combo.
I'll make dessert.
Yeah. a nice finish to a good meal. I'm afraid of blood, so you know, serial killers are kind of out. You know.
Yeah.
No, can't.
You just need to like go to the game settings and, you know, switch off the like.
Make it blue or something.
Yeah, they do that.
Just like the good old German censorship. Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Easy. Not sure if that works in real life though. Haven't found the HUD yet.
You can do it, I believe, one day.
One day.
One day you'll find it.
Speaking of HUDs. Well, maybe I should just DM you about that. Something VR.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Yeah, I'll ask you later.
Okay, ask me, do it.
Well, ask you now?
Yeah, why not? You've got me on edge now.
Oh, I'm not even... Okay, I'm not sure. I can't remember how much you actually spoke about on stream, but... weren't you working on a 3D...
Yeah, I'm getting 3D. My 3D model is almost done. The model's done.
Nice.
It's just being rigged. And then I need to find someone who can convert it to VR chat for me so I can use it in VR chat because it's not like an actual VR chat model. It's just, yeah, 3D Shondo has been public knowledge for a while. The model has been done since January. I just had to wait a while for rigging, yeah.
Nice, because I wanted to ask you if you'd like to go on a VR date.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Stop sending the katana mode. 3 dimensions, come on. 3 dimensions.
3 dimensions have their charms too, guys.
Your 3D model certainly has its dimensions. Wow.
Yes, they're so dimensional. They just move on their own.
They're magic. They're 4D. They're existing in another plane.
Yeah. I'm trying to tape them down, but it just doesn't work. One day.
You can get that, right? Booby tape. For like...
Yes.
Yeah. I will go shoulders mode as well. We're going all shoulders in here.
Oh, looks cute.
I have my collarbones. They're all that I have. Collarbones and shoulders.
Collarbones are powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually my favorite thing to draw as well. For some reason, it's just nice to...
Yeah.
I don't know, the shape is just fun to draw. I don't know why.
I want to see more Nina art. I've only seen her drawings a couple of times.
I'm very afraid of drawing.
No, have confidence. They were very good when I saw them.
I need to just pick up the pencil and just shut myself up. Like, inner voices be gone and just go for it.
No listen. Once you learn that, you go sonic speed. It took me a long time to know listen. But once you know listen, nothing can stop you.
That's true. I'm always impressed how fast you get to, like, a drawing on stream, because I probably would not be able to multitask whatsoever, but you just go like, mwah.
Yeah, that is the problem with drawing on stream. It's like yesterday, I did line art, and I spent like 3 hours doing line art, and that would have been enough time to complete it easily on my own. But I didn't even get halfway.
So much faster than me. I take usually like 8 hours or something on just getting something like in just line art, not even coloring.
Oh yeah, it used to
many
take me a
mistakes.
lot longer. No, you get faster, more practice. I look at drawings that I did in like 2018, 2019 that took like 3 or 4 times the amount that a drawing takes now. And there's like this massive divide of quality and effort that's gone in and stuff. You get faster.
Well, I just have to keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, ganbare.
Thank you. I'll try hard.
Yeah. I
Faye
believe.
also draws very quick. Yeah.
No.
I will aspire to be like you guys.
Yes.
Keep believing, keep trying. Yee.
You can do it. I mean, look how far you came with singing since you started. I was looking back on embarrassing, but maybe you noticed me. I've commented on your videos in the middle of the night a few times. You like them, and I'm like, oh no. Sometimes when I'm working on stuff, I will put on an old Nina karaoke because I like her singing a lot, and it makes me feel very comforted. So when I'm working on stuff, it is very nice to listen to. Those VODs are very, very good. And you can hear the improvement even from just like a year ago. It's crazy.
Yeah, I sometimes listen to like the stuff from when I just started,
Yeah.
just to kind of remind myself, like, okay, maybe I'm not really noticing much progress now, but it's good to look at the start, like how was it back then, and then I'm like, okay,
It's the same
I
with
guess
drawing.
I did achieve something.
You just
It is the same. It is the same with drawing. I have to remember that. Yeah.
you don't realize the slow progress is slowly happening, but then when you look back and you see how far you've come, yeah, yeah.
I now I want to draw. You've been throwing so much inspirational, like things at me that I now feel the fire. The fire.
Yes, this is the best. I expect to see 10,000 drawings on my desk by next week.
All right. Then I know what I'm drawing.
Oh, I will die. You know, I wasn't gonna say, but I may have been up to something as well.
Ooh. Archer.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll think of something very cute. Something cute.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't be too hard.
I'm excited. I want to see all Nina art.
All the pictures of Spider-Man.
Yes,
I
all the
can't remember.
pictures of Spider-Man.
just you pointing at yourself, you know, like facing each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of works.
I do want to warn you, I will have to end the stream before 11 for me, so 12 for you.
Oh, yeah, that
Yes.
might be wise since I also have work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. That's okay. I had a good time so far, anyway. So
I
I'm
know.
I'm super happy we finally got to
Me too, many
do
more.
this.
Many more, many more. Forever and ever and ever and ever.
Mm-hmm. Maybe next time we can do something like drawing together. Maybe drawing with chat involved.
Yeah, I would love
Yeah.
to. We'll do it on your channel next time. Yes.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
over
for
there.
sure. Yeah. And I also, I it's such a, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I noticed that usually when I hang out with people, it's always on their channel, and I'm like, maybe I should, not make them always do all the work. So I'll gladly have you on mine.
It is kind of like that though. I notice whenever I'm collabing with someone and I go on their channel, I'm like, wow, this is so easy. I just show up. I don't have to do anything.
I know, and I'm like, oh, that makes me feel a little guilty. And make them go through all
No.
the problems of setting up.
I was the one that said let's collab. It's my responsibility. If you are always the one on the receiving end, then maybe this means you need to reach out to people more. Wink.
It's true. I should. So hereby, I extend my desire.
Yeah.
All right, we'll think of it. We'll think of a date.
Yes, we will. Anytime, any place, I will be there. On the moon in 12 years, I'll be there. I'll find a way.
Oh yeah, we were going to the moon together. You're right.
Yeah, we are. May take a while
I
to
guess-
walk there.
Yeah, I was thinking like it makes sense. It took 12 years. I mean, if you're by foot, that's yeah. I don't know how fast you walk, but I
But how many
short legs
miles
don't go too fast.
is
Yeah.
the moon? A very,
Yeah.
384,400 kilometers.
I'm sure someone did the math. Like, and I'll divide it up by 6, and then by
Okay.
wait, how do I math this one?
Say we walk like 6 miles per hour.
How fast is a mile?
I don't know.
I only work in kilometers. And
Okay,
other
we'll do like 6 kilometers an
kilo things.
hour. It's gonna take 64,066 hours.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe we can go hours to days.
Oh yeah.
64,066. Okay, it's gonna take 2,669 days if we don't take any break, which is also 87 months.
Oh.
AKA 7.3 years. I mean, that's attainable if we have like 12
yeah,
years.
12 years.
We can take some
have
breaks.
some breaks.
Yeah.
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 Food and drinks might become an issue at some point, but it was fine.
I'll bring the picnic
about it.
basket. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Exactly. I'll bring the fishing rod, even though it's just for show. We're
Gonna
not
fish the
actually doing
stars.
anything.
Maybe we can like eat those for energy. I imagine they have a lot of calorific value.
They sound kind of crunchy, like a Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. Nom 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 nom.
Yum 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 yum.
Wait, what are we talking about walking? You're a freaking magical girl. Why don't you just fly there?
True. I mean, I guess I could put you on like a piggyback ride.
Yeah. To the moon.
To the moon. That'll be much faster. All right. Deal. We can do it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I didn't think of that.
How fast can you fly?
Well, never quite measured, but it should definitely be faster than walking at least.
Yeah, that's
Well, it'll
good.
take 6 years instead of 7.5.
Nice, nice.
We can make this work.
Yeah, you're a magical girl. I can be like your evil mascot character. They always have one.
Yeah, you can be my what was the little guy called from Madoka again?
Cube.
Yeah, that's the one. You can be Cube.
Yes.
You can corrupt
Become
me.
a magical girl. Become a magical girl. Sign a contract. Now that I think about it, Madoka was basically just capitalism.
Right.
Sign the contract.
Yeah, signing your life away to the, corpo.
Really says a lot about society.
I guess communism wins, except it never does either.
This is so
Communi-
deep.
Yes, this is like midnight thoughts over here.
Yeah. I mean, it is almost midnight for you. You're a few minutes early.
This is the deep lore of magical girls. It's actually all about communism, capitalism, dictatorships, democracy.
Politics. It's always about the politics.
It's always about we want to avoid that topic.
Yeah,
It's very unfun.
Who
Very
cares?
stinky.
Not me.
Big aura around it. Big green aura around politics.
I don't care. I don't give a frick about any politics. Like, people ask me which side are you? And I'm like,
We're
none
anime
of them.
girls.
I'm an anime girl. Exactly.
My whole
Heck
shoujo
yes.
politics, well, they're very interesting, but unfortunately I got isekai, so they're no longer relevant to me.
Not your problem.
Not my problem anymore.
Great.
Oh no, that's a bit of too crude of a joke.
Oh no.
Oh no, yeah.
No, I will never be your local MP. I will not be running for representative.
Wait, MP's wait, what does it sound for?
I don't even know.
We call PM like Prime Minister, but it's not Minister Prime, right?
No, MP
That sounds like
is
that sounds like an Autobot.
they're like they're like the people in charge of each district. They're all
Member of
evil.
Parliament. Oh.
There we go. That
Oh,
makes sense.
Did you just say they're part of evil?
Yeah, they're all evil. All politicians. I don't care which side they're on. They're all evil.
My dad always says there's only two evils in the world: politicians and real estate people.
True. Fact.
Very true words.
Your dad is based. Love it. Absolutely.
Lawyers,
brilliant.
yeah.
Yeah, lawyers. That's true.
No, lawyers are like a necessary evil. How else are you able to hit the gym, delete Facebook, and hire a lawyer?
Yeah.
Get wait, how do you need them?
No, to get divorced, you just need to found a church. That's what Henry VIII did.
Oh yeah, you just start a new religion. Yeah.
Pope wouldn't divorce him, and he was like, okay, makes my own religion. Divorces myself. Kind of based.
Kind of base, yeah. I was thinking the same.
Fuck it. Religion.
Yeah, the man had a dream. He just did what he had to do.
Dreamed to divorce his wife.
There were a lot of beheaded wives in that dream, but man, he did what he had to do.
Based? Beheading your wife?
Sure, it's cheaper. Yeah, otherwise she
Sure.
wants 50%, right?
No child support.
Exactly. I guess in his case, he had the luck, I guess, that kids usually never really made it to long life anyway.
Yeah, he spent his entire life trying to have a son through 6 different wives, only for that son to die when he was like 16 or something.
Oops.
Yeah, but his daughters were actually both very well-known rulers, so I mean, I guess he won, just not in the way he intended.
He should have opened his mind
That's what he gets.
instead of opening the other people's minds. Maybe beheading.
Yeah,
Well, at least it's a quick way to go.
it is. Pretty nice. I hear that you're still like awake for a few seconds after you get beheaded.
Ooh, it's like a chicken.
Yeah, like a chicken.
Oh,
Because your brain's still alive before the blood supply gets cut off. So it's
still
active.
better. Oh god, yeah, you're right.
There's
But
blood in there still.
it still sounds better than like an Iron Maiden or something. That's probably
Yeah.
not very. Or that weird thing with the log and the honey and the whatever else they put in there.
We have a traditional execution method called hanging, drawing, and quartering someone, and it's when they hang someone till they're almost dead, and then they draw them alongside a horse on the floor, and then they chop them into 4 pieces.
Darn. Did they really
Combo.
want to destroy? Yeah. You have to get as many hits in before you do the finishing.
Yeah.
You need to get your combo counter up.
Fatality.
Oh, yeah. How else will you get the finishing move?
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, we didn't do any of that here, I think. No, I don't even know if we had a classic Dutch way of murder. Maybe hitting people with a clog or something. That's all I can think of.
Just take off your clogs and hit people with them.
Yeah, it's like la clank cla or something, but more Dutch. Yeah.
Classic.
At least you don't have to buy the murder item. You just take it from the person you're murdering.
That's
Very
true.
cheap. Sounds
You
quite
gotta-
Germanic.
You
That's
might
probably
have
how
to
it
like
went.
fight with them though to like get the clog off, and then you both have one each, and you're like hitting each other with them.
Duel. We
Yeah.
didn't have money for like fancy fencing items. We just use clogs.
Ah yes, the Dutch culture. I'm learning very much today.
Based on what
Feeling
I've told you
educated.
so far, this doesn't sound that different.
The Dutch tore apart and ate one of their prime ministers based in Hannibal killed.
Don't remember, but it could have been a thing. Free meat.
Yeah,
People love free here. Oh,
hungry.
gratis.
Gotta eat it somehow. Times are tough. Sometimes you gotta eat the prime minister.
Yep. The Dutch tradition of sending criminals to the dikes. Oh yeah, we did do that. We like sometimes dikes break, right? Or there's leaks, like little holes and water comes through. We would just send criminals to put their finger in there and stand there for the rest of their life.
You just put your finger in there.
Yeah.
Hey bro, pull my finger. Pull my finger.
Well, don't do it,
Guys.
because then the dike breaks. Wait, it was
Classic.
not a joke, Mr. Foyce. That's true.
True. True. Facts. How much for the kid? She's cute. Am I for sale, Nina? Are you selling me?
No, I haven't had my my fun yet.
Eh?
Why would, no, I'm not part of Wayfair. Come on, guys.
Should I be afraid?
No. Don't need to be afraid. I would Shadow? Hello? Alright, well, at least I get a free cottage. That was what this was all about. A house market in the Netherlands is very bad, so... Oh, okay. Everything okay?
Yeah?
Okay.
Congrats on the free Twitch channel, Nina.
Thank you. I'm feeling a little bit conflicted about that, though.
Yeah?
I'd rather just have it be the way it is.
Yes. We cannot collab again if you sell me.
I will never want to anyway.
Mm,
Because that means I lose you too, you know?
this is true.
And I don't know what whoever asks is gonna do.
Shush.
Maybe you'll end up having to, I don't know, ASMR for 24 hours 7. You
Oh,
know, I don't know.
God.
I want to prevent
no,
that.
I'll burn out. I'll burn out in 24 hours. No!
Exactly. So we have to protect. Or at least prevent that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Get in the ASMR mind, Shondo.
I don't want to get in the ASMR mind.
You don't get a pickaxe because that makes too much noise. So you get like
Gotta
a
use
little
my
stick of
little
cotton.
hands, yeah. Just like little claws. Scrambling around. You're gonna resell me? Please don't.
Your mining triggers, yeah.
And some
We
more
need new
mining
ones.
sounds.
We need new ones. But yeah, we should probably
Yes.
go to sleep soon.
Yes, we should. You got anything you wanna say before we wrap up? Come on,
Of
get
course.
your promotion.
Well, first I want to say I had a really good time. So thank you so much
Duh.
for spending time with me. Thank you, Chan, as well, for spending time with
Yeah.
us. I have to plug myself, right?
Yeah, you have to. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You can check out my channel if you would like. I
Do
play
it.
crunchy retro stuff,
Do it.
and I sing occasionally.
You
and
haven't even heard her sing. You have no clue. You have no clue what you're in for.
I have a YouTube channel with VODs if you want to have a taste, maybe.
Yes.
I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll be playing Stalker,
Stalker.
boomer shooter, except it's not really boomer, but it's still a shooter, so it counts. And
I'm gonna keep spamming this.
I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate you being my friend, and I had a great time. Thank you so much. I love you.
Love you.
Headbutts, headbutts.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for coming. We're gonna wrap up now. I will not be streaming again until Friday, so that means you got a great opportunity to come to Nina's stream tomorrow. Hint, hint. Yeah? Yeah? I will host her as well, so you have to come.
Aww.
Yes.
Thank you.
Should we find someone to raid, perhaps?
Yeah, do you have someone on your mind that you would like to raid? Or I can
No,
also check.
I don't. Do you have anyone you would like to raid?
Maybe we can go with. Mama. Actually, I don't really see like. God, I'm so bad at picking. It always takes me like half an hour.
It's okay. We got all the time.
Maybe we can go with Saru.
Yeah, we can.
You also
Yes.
yeah. I think you guys know each other, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We can do that.
We can do that.
Wait, how do I do this? Okay, I did it wrong. Ignore that. Ignore that. You saw nothing. I'm brain fried. Okay, raid message.
What should we do? What should we do?
Should we do? Stop making fun of me.
Maybe something like that's corny. Sister stream, let's go.
Yeah.
Sassy raid, Sussex.
Not sus.
Not sus raid.
Not sus.
I don't know why they would think such a thing.
No clue. I'm putting your emotes and mine in there. So if you don't have Nina's emotes, you gotta go subscribe to her immediately so that you have them. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
The cutest threat ever.
You must use her emotes. It's okay if you don't have hers or mine. No sweat, but if you do, you're a champ. Okay, the raid bar is running out. Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.